Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Hello.
Hey, co-host, how you doing?
I'm doing what's going on.
Ain't nothing. How was your day?
It was wonderful. Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy
Happy New
second season,
Year.
first episode.
Oh yeah, this is the first episode of the year.
It is.
12th
How was
day.
your day?
It was all right. I wasn't feeling too hot all day. This weather got these old bones aching. I've been in the bed. I cut one head and been in the bed.
You out there eating all them darn cookies.
I still got one and a half left.
Oh, Lord. Hey,
Thank you, Cassie.
everybody. Hey, Vibrant Cassie. Hey, Twin. She talk about y'all cute or whatever. Thank you, child. We
What
back.
what was that? Vibrant talking about, I enjoyed shopping with you yesterday.
Girl,
I
you
did all that, and I before we start the show, I'm gonna go and wear the blue suit.
oh, talk about what the heck? What blue suit?
What? I might be too much with the hat. I might have to do it. It's gonna rain. I don't know if I want to be out there. I don't want to mess my head up.
Bring your little hat protector with you.
You know what? You're right. But you know what? I'm gonna do the white shirt. I put that in the cleaners this morning. Red tie, and I'm just gonna do blue. The blue.
You gonna wear the red or white socks?
Yeah, I'm wearing more ugly, cheap ass. I'm still mad about those socks.
You bought them. Look,
Cassie say shopping was fun.
look, exactly, Cassie. All that, and you going with something else.
Oh, thank you, Sephora.
That's
Because
why I said, thank you,
I don't want to
twin.
wear jeans. I was talking to the wife last night. I don't want to wear jeans, and it ain't my funeral, so I don't want to be all white. I'm glad I'm not wearing an all white suit now
Right.
because it's raining. It's gonna be cold and raining, and I'm just glad. I'm just gonna wear the blue. I actually have two blue. I have a royal blue and I have a navy blue, so I haven't worn the royal blue yet.
Well, okay, that's the one you wearing, the royal blue.
I don't know. I wore the to the wedding. I wore the navy blue, and I didn't have the royal. I ain't know wore the royal. I got it ready, but I haven't never wore it.
Okay, so wear that one.
But that one, okay. That would probably match my hat too.
Yes, because it got the royal blue and the navy blue.
Right.
You got both of them. Lord, she said she hate jeans. Girl, I hope your mouth feeling all right, Sephora. Tell me she
Yeah.
got
So
she
far, we hope you feeling better. She said
you'll
she
be all
recovering. You on
you'll
them
be
good
all right.
drugs.
You
She
was
said all
shopping
that,
like
and
that.
you going with something else.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't I didn't buy nothing?
Yeah, a shirt and some socks, and you talking about you hate the socks.
I don't like the socks, but I'm gonna wear the socks, and I'm gonna wear some brown shoes.
Okay, yeah, that'll go.
See, I
That'll go.
couldn't think because if I would have wore the jeans in the shirt with the tie, then I would have been like, "What?" I do have cohons and stuff, but I was like, I didn't really want to wear no white jeans. Excuse me.
Oh,
So
you was wearing white jeans?
I was gonna wear some white jeans.
No, I'm glad you didn't then.
Right. She said it's better now. I didn't take any drugs. I'm not a baby.
Girl, bye.
Right? You a
Whatever you
sol-
give me.
you a soldier.
Okay, whatever you give me, I'm gonna take it. Girl,
Right.
I'm strong, but
With
I ain't that
two
strong.
wisdom teeth.
You see, I had two of mine pulled out
I
about 3 months
remember.
ago.
I
Mhm.
remember.
But anyways, y'all ready for the show? Hello, everyone coming in. Hey,
Hey,
Miss
Miss
Lecky.
Lackey.
Shout out to the ones that may be up there in the bleachers.
Right. In the
So
bleachers.
we gonna get the show started. You with the first one. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Welcome
Y'all
back,
feel
y'all. I miss y'all. She said,
yes,
yeah,
and
her
y'all
right
feel free
side.
to type down in the chat and interact with us so we can highlight your comments after we finish with each story. So feel free to talk. Okay.
Welcome, Vibrant, and thank you. We
Hey,
got your
Vibrant.
message. And Cassie, you can show y'all my new emojis. So we're gonna
Oh
go ahead
yeah,
and
with
get
the
started.
racing flag. It was the racing flag and what else?
And the smoke.
And the smoke. Okay.
And the smoke.
Oh, Cassie, girl, she done gave you a job.
Well, I know she in the chat and I know she remembered. And I forgot Vibrant was here as well.
Let
All
me
right,
see.
let's get
Let me
started.
find it. Hold on.
Okay, she said she getting ready. There she go. She got it.
No, I'm trying to see if I can find it. Oh, girl, I just
Thank
put
you,
in
Cassie.
flag on my emojis. What kind of flag I need to? Oh, there you go.
It's the racing flag. That's in honor of my Mo Pressure and in honor of my nephew.
I know. I was listening.
I know. There you go. There you go.
I got it. So those are Polo's emojis. So all right, girl,
Yep.
let's go.
All right, let's roll.
Let's get it started, huh?
All right, cheerleader.
Okay, look, never.
Hold on. Let me
I
come
wanted to
over.
be a cheerleader until I realized I was like they probably gonna try to use me like to be a base to hold people up, and I was like, hell,
You was gonna
no.
be the bottom.
Yeah, them girls might have me on their periods and stuff. I ain't gonna be touching nobody in their butt trying to hold them up in there. Girl, bye.
Lord. All right, here go our first story of the night.
Thank you, Cassie.
I hate when they have put all this over it.
Yeah, shout out to D Bando.
Louisiana woman arrested after refusing to return 1.2 million mistakenly put into her account. All righty. A lot of money.
Listen.
Gretna, Louisiana, a former sheriff's dispatcher is in a suburb of New Orleans, has been arrested, accused of refusing to return more than 1.2 million that had been accidentally deposited into her brokerage account. Authorities said. Uh, what is that? Keelan Spardonia, 33 years old, was taken into custody Wednesday on charges of theft valued over $25,000, bank fraud, and illegal transmission of monetary funds. The report says she was fired by the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office after her arrest. So she worked for the Sheriff's Department. So what she did, she was being held on a $50,000 bond, and they didn't know at the time at the time of this report if she had an attorney to speak on her behalf. So she's accused of immediately moving the funds to another account and using some of the money to buy a new car and a house. And they said it was a clerical error that caused Charles Schwab, a major financial service corporation, to deposit more than 1.2 million into her
Ooh.
brokerage account when it was only meant to transfer about $82.
How you get 1.2 million from $82?
Right. They say she had no legal claim to the money, even if it was put in there by mistake. It was an accounting error. So they sued her in federal court. The company tried to contact her several times to have the money transfer funds returned, but they were unsuccessful. So far, about 75% of the money has been recovered. The company argued in this lawsuit that in the contract that she signed, if a client receives an overpayment of funds, the client is required to return the full amount. So they say, example, if someone accidentally puts an extra zero on a utility payment, they would want that money returned or credited to them. This is no different. So she had been with the sheriff's department 911 center for 4.5 years. So now she's jobless.
Unemployed, but she got what they gonna do with the house? They gonna take the house in the
Maybe
car?
she might gonna have to sell it, friend.
Yeah, to get the money back, but she
So
might be
what you
able to get
think?
on. She should be able to get on the payment plan. What y'all think? What would y'all do if somebody added an extra zero? Well, they
From
added about
$82 to
six
1.2.
zeros.
So
That
was the
can't be.
person they must have been drunk when they
It
was at
had
work
to be.
typing.
How was
So
that
you
a clerical error? 82, 82 zero. Because the
dollars,
eight
not
and the one,
million, not
the eight and
million,
listen,
82
the eight and the one
dollars.
is on two separate sides of the keyboard. If you're going at the top row, and even at the bottom row on the little keypad on the side, the one at the bottom, the eight is up at the top at the middle. How you get eight and one mixed up?
I wouldn't even been going back to work.
Ooh, well, they would have found it anyway, child. She transferred that money so fast.
She transferred and stopped answering their calls. But I guess when we go do banks and stuff, we probably don't read the small print. I'm sure that's in there. Now to look for it because they know that it can be a clerical error and they want their
Mhm.
money back. That was a lot. She went and heard about a new car and a house.
That happened to my friend when he went to deposit money.
Uh-huh.
But when they gave him back the receipt, they give you back the receipt or whatever to show you what's put in there. They deposited his money into somebody else's account. It was another name on the receipt. So
Oh
good
wow.
thing he didn't leave the parking lot at that point, but he had to go back in there and be like, "Hey, this ain't me. I just came out here. Y'all put my money in somebody else's account." I was like, that is crazy. But the fact that how I'm just like this is a blessing. This ain't no mistake. 82 from 1.2. This is a blessing, honey. This is not no mistake. I don't know what
Right.
you got going on.
I don't know. Cassie said I would go blind that night after transferring that money.
Okay.
I would have left town and the hell with that job. I wouldn't have went back.
But she didn't go back, did she? She went and
No,
bought
they
a house.
fired her. She went back. They fired her after they arrested her. She lost her job.
She tried to play it off. She tried to be cool and go back to work, make it seem like it wasn't her. She did right.
Safari say this happened to my dad. My dad put a check in for an amount for like 20K, and when he went to his office to check, he saw 200K.
Ooh, I would have passed out. Ooh.
Right? I'd have been withdrawing. I'd been like, you know what, that check I gave you, and give me the rest.
I
Barbara
always
say I
do.
always read the small print, but I'm anal.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever read all of the small print. You will
Me either.
start, you glance over, or you let them tell you what the main part of the small print is, but we never read every single word.
They don't never tell you that part. Now we accidentally put too much money in your account and you spend it. You going to jail. They suing her. They
Oh
didn't
yeah,
took it
because
all
they
the way
want
to
their money
federal
back.
court.
Look at Miss Leggett. Talking about she gonna pass out at the mall. Okay.
Y'all better leave the country so they can't find y'all.
But you got to make sure you go to a country that cannot extradite you. It's one
Right,
thing to just to go out the country.
right.
But let me start trying to tell these people how to.
I'll be out the country, have a new name. They'll be saying Polo. I say, see,
No,
not
no,
even,
no, no, no. I be
yeah,
on
not see, because see,
English.
yeah, I'm answering. Huh? You know, speak English.
Me no speak no English.
You say my dad
Me,
almost passed
look,
out.
mi nombre es Savannah. What's
Right.
up?
Me, Toby.
Okay. All right, Kunta.
He said my dad
Look,
almost passed out, but he reported it because it's theft if you use it.
yeah,
That's true. That's true.
yeah.
He
That's
said, no,
what
no,
she said.
no.
That's what they suing her for. I'm surprised it's not grand theft. It's only theft. It's more than it's more. I thought grand theft was more than 5,000.
Right. But they got 75 back, so that's still a lot missing.
Yeah, they got 75% of $1.2 million. That's over half of a million. So that's over five
Right.
hundred. That's over $500,000 that they got back. But it's they still missing like maybe
That's on that
three
house in
hundred
that new car. I
thousand.
wonder what I sure want to know what kind of car she bought.
Girl, it
Barbara
better
said,
be
no,
worth
no,
it.
no. You must read it for yourself, including the disclaimers.
That's true.
Oh, there goes Sephora. She say, see, come do what?
See, come on, there.
He said Polo would be full blown Puerto Rico child. Right?
Donde está mi dinero, muchacha? Okay.
I've been to cut these locks off. They wouldn't even know who I am.
She said, "Where my money?"
She
Oh,
said, I'll be
and
act like Seeley's kid on Color Purple. Don't talk about the Color Purple with
please
Cassie.
don't. Cassie in the chat. Don't talk about the color purple child. You know she get triggered.
All right, we're
All
going to
right,
move
we gonna
on.
go to the next one, child. So
Lord.
this next one is it's gonna be a question posed. Like, do you think that the person is wrong? I mean, the person is wrong, but do you think that the government should take some sort of fault in this story? So this story, let me see if you got it. Oh, you got to pull it up. Okay, this story is about a veteran flight attendant who worked for the United States for 23 years using a false identity. So the guy's name is Ricardo Guides. He's you get Lord, he's from Uruguay. So he was working for United Airlines using a false name for 23 years. Well, he's from Brazil. Child up there said Uruguay. But anyways, he stole the identity of a 4-year-old child who died in a car accident in the 70s. So I don't know how he got the person's identity, but he got the little boy's identity and was using it for the last 23 years, using the name of William. Well, the boy's name was William Ladd, but he was going by Eric Ladd. Um, Investigators matched the two sets of fingerprints provided by Guides to Brazil's government and United. The veteran flight attendant stole the identity of a dead American child and used a false name to work for United Airlines for 23 years. 23 years?
That's a long
23 years. But the little boy died in a car crash in 1979 in Washington State a month before his fifth birthday. His mother confirmed the boy's death to the special agents or whatnot. He assumed his identity in 1998. So the boy had been dead since 1979. He got his identity and used it in 1998 when he successfully applied for a U.S. passport using the boy's last name. He renewed his passport 6 times. Okay, in December 2020, that's when he was flagged. The application was flagged for various fraud indicators. A criminal investigation was launched into him, and agents were able to trace his identity back to Brazil with fingerprints he submitted for his Brazilian national identity document in the 90s. Okay, court documents said the technical staff at the Customs and Border Protection compared those fingerprints to the set he submitted for work. All of that good stuff, child. Let me see. He was charged with providing false statement in a passport application, falsely impersonated a U.S. citizen, and entering an airport secure area under false pretenses. Because he was a part of TSA. Well, he can go past that area. He bypassed the area, not for known crew members or whatnot, so they didn't have to go through the whole TSA lane. But yeah, child, and they got him with an iPhone that read Eric's iPhone on the screen. Child, his name is Ricardo, but his attorney declined to comment. So my question is, like, what y'all think the government should the government be held accountable to for this? I mean, 23 years. The man applied for a passport 6 times. It what in 19 from 1998 to December 2020. This man got away with all of this.
You would think the government would have caught it, but whatever he had to first apply years and years ago, how could they catch it? But I wonder why was he flagged after the sixth time? Did the parents maybe all of a sudden look the little boy's name up and see that it was something? But you know what? He wasn't even using the full name, so that's weird. That after
Right.
the sixth time, and I think what a passport is 10 years, but I don't know what his would have been since he's working for the airline. But I think a passport is for 10 years, so I don't know why he went six times. So it must be
Well, probably because he's not a US citizen either.
right. But if he did he do? I think he did it as a citizen.
Well, he applied for his passport, but he's from Brazil, so
Right.
he had to
Use an
go through
American
them as
name.
well.
Yeah,
So
he
they
used an
had his
American name.
fingerprints, and then he had to also use his fingerprints to apply for the job as well as for his
Right.
for the passport or whatever. So he's not. That's why they say he's charged with falsely impersonating a U.S. citizen. Because if he was a U.S. citizen, I don't think they would use that verbiage.
Right.
But I think the government should be faulted at some point because
I agree.
he got through y'all. Y'all let this man in the country. Y'all let him falsely impersonate this person for 23. But why only use the boy's last name though?
Right. That is crazy. So you just imagine however many other people, somebody had to tell him that because he did it so long ago, and then he used a 4-year-old. So the
Yeah.
government is not going back to see if this person was ever born. What did you present? Because I think when we did our passports, we had to take birth certificates.
Yeah, you
And
do.
they actually keep your birth certificate when you apply, and they mail them back to you. They come
Hmm.
separate. The birth certificate come, and then the passport, because they wait that way. If somebody they get lost or stolen in the mail, they don't have both of your documents.
Identification.
Right. So I don't. He had to have a birth certificate or something.
And the boy had been dead for 19 years.
Right. And a 4-year-old, you didn't use a grown man that died. You used a 4-year-old. So where did you find the name? Were you looking in the paper, on the news? Where did you find this name to know that this little boy was deceased?
And he had already been over here because the boy died in Washington State. The boy didn't die over in
Right.
Brazil. So
Right.
he was already in the country and probably was here on like a work visa or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
right.
was
Like
watching the
Biden say
news.
he may have had dual citizenship. Yeah, so he had to be able to be over here legally like that this long for him to
Right.
be able to access all of that stuff, like the boy, to find out the boy's last name. Because you know what, it's easy for you to go back and look. Because I'm sure that made news when a 4-year-old child dies in a car accident.
Right.
That would make the news. So he might have went back and searched documents. You can go to the library and look up all of that stuff. So
Mhm.
that may be how he did that. And like Barbara said, obituaries as well. You can go back through
Right.
that. All of
Because
that
I'm a
stuff.
little confused why he didn't use his own name. Maybe the process would have been a little bit more complicated by him not being a citizen. So that's probably why he didn't use it, Piper. And
Yeah.
to be sure, someone would definitely be reprimanded.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean,
You know.
I don't understand why they flagged him, after all this time that, and then he was working. So it's not like he was just using a fake passport. He was actually working for the airline with the passport.
Girl, yeah, 23 years. Cause you know he had to
Under
have it, I guess, to fly.
fake ID. 23 years.
Eric, look, what got me was the Eric's iPhone is what got me, child.
Mm-hmm. That was his name, Eric Ladd.
Yeah, I
That's the
know,
name he used.
but why would they even report that oh well, when we arrested him, he had the name Eric's iPhone on the darn phone
So
screen.
that means he really was going by Eric. He was living in it. So I think that's why they put that in there to show you that he wasn't going by that's his old name at all. Because it ain't like his name was Eduardo and then you got his phone that said Eduardo's phone. He was really living in Eric. He had just assumed that identity and moved forward.
But
So,
this another thing is before we go to the next one.
mhm.
So what did it say? What how old did it say he was? It said he was
Was it in the 20s?
was he 33?
I think when he got that job, I think when he was in his 20s when he got the job.
So he had it for 23 years. So he was what, in his 40s?
Right. Now he don't have no job and he lucky they don't put him in jail. I
So he
think someone let him in. Like how can he be millions of illegal people living in America? Yeah.
yeah,
I think he's not the only one. They probably gonna have to go check because he
of
actually took
course
that
not.
identity and got him a job and was flying around the US.
It's a whole lot of people that's living over here that's not documented. You see why Donald Trump didn't want to pay all them people that was building that tower up there in New York and
Mm.
working for him and stuff like that because they were undocumented.
I agree, Vibrant. We don't know the whole story.
Yeah, and that's all they gave us. But I thought that was pretty interesting that somebody can get by for 23 freaking
Right,
years
right,
flying. Now this is somewhere where you have to show your ID all the time. This is
right,
not a little job at Walmart or something like that where once you in, you in.
right.
This was a federal job.
Right. And then when you travel, then if he was doing international flights, he has to have a passport.
Yeah.
Because
And I'm sure that's
I have a client that his passport, right when the pandemic first happened, there was a backup on passports. And his passport ended up getting lost and he couldn't take no international flights. And you would think by him being a flight attendant, he works for Southwest. For him being a flight attendant, you would think that they would have a jump above the regular society, but there was
mhm.
no jump. So then they told him, well, next time tell us, and then we could, you could have went through this way and got your passport renewed. But he waited. He had to pay. He paid expedited, but he couldn't take no international flights until that pay. But you already know he got a passport, and you
But they
already know
was
he
saying
worked for the airline, but he still had to have it.
right, but they was saying even expedited the
It's taking
expedited
a long
passports
time.
were still taking a long
Yeah, he
time.
got lost. Yeah, that would be El Wado. That's gonna be my name when I get that 1 point, that 2.1,
1.2 million, her
one
name gonna
point
be
two million.
Eduardo.
Sometimes it's about who you know. Right, Sephora, I agree because somebody had to hip him up to that to put him on game to know to assume the identity, how to go about finessing it where it would work, and I I think that's what happened with that. But we'll try to
Yeah.
see if we could follow up on that one. I mean, that was kind of to see if they charge him or anything like that.
Well, hopefully they update something. I don't know.
They got to do something because that's crazy. Because you just think how many more people are doing the same thing, working in, you be having the fake identities. They be talking about they doctors and they ain't got no
Oh, child,
skip.
Florida. Boy, they be doing that like
You remember that little boy, that
yeah,
little
that little
man, that
black
little
boy.
boy.
I'm talking about doing surgeries and all on them
Yeah,
people.
yeah. Prescribing medicine. He stole somebody's pad Have you
got
seen
out.
the
He
movie
got out
Catch
of
Me If
jail
You
and
Can?
went back and did it again.
She said the movie Catch Me If You Can is something like this.
I love Catch Me If You Can.
And she
I
said
love that
yes,
movie.
and how much money you can pay. Yeah. If you got the money, you can find anything. That is true. So we're gonna go on to the next story.
All right. Are y'all enjoying the show so far? Let us know in the chat. Put your little racing flags and your smoke in the chat. So I'm
And
gonna
your
put it in there for those of you that's coming in. This is Polo's. Those are her
and your
emojis.
chocolate balls and your sun emojis.
Love and light. You can go ahead.
The fire.
You don't lost it?
No, I got it.
Oh.
I had to close down that other one. All right, the next story is Houston area mom put son in a trunk because he had COVID-19, court documents say. Sarah Bean, a CFISD teacher, told an employee at a C19 testing site that her son was in the trunk because she didn't want to get sick, court records say. A warrant has been issued for a Houston area mom accused of putting her son in the trunk of a car after he tested positive for C19. The woman was in a line to get a COVID test, authorities said. Sarah Bean, a teacher at Cypress Fair High School in Cypress Fair Independent School District, has been charged with endangering a child. According to court documents, Bean took the 13-year-old boy to the drive-through COVID testing site Monday, January the 3rd, for additional testing. A sci-fi employee who was gathering information from people in line said Bean told her the boy was in the trunk because she didn't want to be exposed to the virus. The employee asked the woman to open the trunk, and she confirmed the boy was there. She alerted the police and provided the woman's license plate number and other information used to identify her. She said, I have never heard of somebody being put in the trunk because they tested positive for anything, said Sergeant Richard Standified with the Texas Department of Public Safety. The boy wasn't hurt, but they said he could have been if she had been in an accident because he wouldn't have been protected by a seatbelt. So, how dumb do you think this is, co-host, that she put her son in a trunk because she did not want to be infected?
So where was he at? Oh, I hear echo.
You got it?
Do y'all hear echo?
Mm-mm. Let me
I hear
close. Let me shut the screen. Make sure, because sometimes a video start playing.
I don't
It's
know.
better.
Is it better? Okay, I don't
I
hear
don't
it.
hear
No.
nothing.
I don't hear it. I was talking to the people, child.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know, test it. Oh. But no, where was the child? Was the child inside the home before she took the child outside to put him in the trunk?
Yeah, yes. That's why I'm
So
like,
that
you've
you
been around him.
exposed.
He's
Okay.
13, so he wasn't cooking for himself. He wasn't fending for himself. The most thing he probably was doing was taking a bath by himself. She
Yeah.
says, Cassie says it's good now. So it
So
might have been that scream.
he was exposed to her. Like, what did she do? I mean, because he had to walk through the house in order to get out. I don't care if he had a
She
mask
had to
on or
walk
not.
to the car.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So why would she put him in the trunk? That's not going to keep her from being less exposed.
That
Ooh.
was dumb.
But
And
then
then she went to jail.
she teach at a school full of
Right,
kids that
right,
may be already positive
right.
before she found out. But yet you want to put your child in a trunk,
In a
and
trunk.
then you take a. They said people heard little noises in the back. Then she told the
Right.
people that she had them in the trunk.
She had him in
Why
the
would
trunk.
you even say that? But then why would you take him if you're the one going to get tested because you know he's positive already?
No, she was taking him to get tested.
For what? She already knew he was
Additional.
positive.
She was taking him to get additional tests, I guess, to see if he was negative. But why not go get him an at home? But my thing is, like you just said, you was treating him, you was fending for him, you was feeding him. You had to walk to the car with him, so he didn't get in the trunk on his own and close the lid.
Yeah, well now that's questionable whether she was feeding the man or not, child, because ain't no way in the world.
She probably said, "You go on down there and get you a Pop Tart or
Child,
something." And
okay.
that's crazy.
Or
She
slid it
deserved.
up
She
under the
deserved
door.
whatever she get. They actually put her. They actually arrested her, and she didn't lose her job. She's on administrative leave.
Child, you think they're gonna fire? Is it paid?
She's probably on pay leave. They probably won't. I don't. They call endangerment to a child. She may not lose her job on that,
But she work around kids.
but she work around kids. Brain something ain't clicking.
The parents, if anything, the parents gon' if the parents are outraged enough, they're gonna go to the superintendent,
Right.
the school superintendent, and push for her to be fired if they allow her to come back.
Right.
There's
I
no,
don't think she was gonna do nothing sinister, Vibrant. I think she just was just not thinking. I'm gonna put him in my trunk.
that is sinister though. You say you don't think she would. You put a person in a trunk.
And you know what? You know what? We don't know. Like Vibrant said, this is more to the story. We don't know how far the testing site
I
from
don't
her
give
house
a
was.
darn. You put a person in a trunk that was breathing. You ain't put no. You
You ain't
ain't
give
found
no
no
water.
holes back there for
You
the
ain't put
man to
no.
be but breathing. Girl, she put the baby in the trunk. Okay, that's still a baby. He's 13, but he's still a baby.
Yeah.
Ain't you trying to make sense out of nonsense? No, ma'am.
I wouldn't even got in the trunk.
But that's his mama. You know what I'm saying? So I think at that point, it got to be something maybe a little bit wrong with him too, for you to get in the trunk. Cause I'm finna fight you. If you my mama and you trying to put me in the trunk and you finna drive away, oh girl, I feel like we finna go over a bridge or something.
That show you right there. Well, he's 13, so she could leave him at home.
At
Like
home, that's what I
I'm saying,
said.
why she go to the grocery store. So hopefully she didn't put him in the trunk to go run errands before she did this.
Hey, Tori, mom. Hi, sister.
How you doing,
Child.
Ford?
Yeah, that
He's
ain't no way. Look,
got
that wasn't a mistake, like Vibrant said,
if she does that to her son, then
to her own.
right. No,
That's all.
I know, Vibrant. It wasn't a mistake. I'm just saying, I don't think she was trying to kill him or hurt him.
That's hurt.
I think
Do you know what?
she's probably that dingy that she put him in the trunk, not thinking that I'm in the house with him. I have
No.
to, we have to
You
walk.
say you don't think
I don't think she was trying to hurt him.
you don't think she. Do you know what psychologically can be going on with this child at this point? My mother shoved me in a trunk because she said she didn't want me to get her sick. So
Yeah.
just think if he had the common cold, what she might do to him? Tie him up to the pole in the room or tie him up in the basement if they got one? You talking about she ain't trying to hurt him? It might have not been a physical hurt, but she put the man in the trunk.
I hope she don't got a history of abuse.
Ah,
And she
and
did
he didn't want to make her mad. That's what I think, Vibrant. It got to be because how can you just lay in the trunk? But he wasn't laying there. They said they heard noises. Somebody,
After he heard the people talking, he probably started beating on the trunk
okay, then. So that means he went out.
and cowbell. Like I'm here. Hey, help.
Okay, and then they told her if they was not going to give her a test,
Right.
and she
And
went
she
to
get
get
him
him
out
out
the
the
trunk.
trunk. He would
And they
have to
put
be
him in the
sitting.
back seat. And they put
Yep,
him in
he
the
would
back
have to be sitting in the back seat in
and
order
be
for them to
sitting in
give them a test, and then they call the police on him.
Yeah, she's kind of touched because when I read that story, I was like, we gotta share that one because I don't get the logic of you locking him in the trunk and you been in this house with him this whole time and he had to walk to the car. Why not just put him in the car with two masks on and drive him to get tested or go get the test that the rapid test at home and be done with it? Because if you get it or not, that's your child. If
Girl,
you get it,
if she didn't want the boy sitting behind her in the car, you think she was gonna want to breathe in front of him to stick that thing up his nose?
right, that's what I was
She
saying.
ain't doing no at home test. Sis
That's
ain't
what I
put
was
she,
like.
listen, sis is not doing no at home test, baby. She put this boy in the trunk. Okay, she was not about to get in front of him, breathe his air. No, none of that.
I was
No.
gonna say that. I was like, she probably was gonna have him administer that test himself.
Oh, she probably was.
She say, "Wait, was it all? Wait,
It
it
was
was all wrong. When my kids are sick, I'm riding out with them, sick and all. Wish I would put them in the trunk, and I can't even fit in the trunk. Right, Miss Cora. That's
okay.
what I'm saying. If you in the house with them, if you get sick, that's you just get sick. That's just part of being a parent. So if you catch
Yeah.
what they catch, I mean, but I didn't get that. I didn't get why she put him in the trunk. And I mean, just put him on two masks and bring him to the testing site. Put
My
him in the
baby
back
had COVID. I had to take him back up to the school for him to be tested because they got sent home from the school. So when that happens,
seat. Hmm.
they alert the health department, and then the health department they contact you to let you know you got to come back to the school or whatever.
Right.
And I rode right. He was in my car. What? I had my mask on. He had his mask on. When the lady came up to the thing, he put his mask down over his over his nose. She stuck it up in his nose. He put his mask back on, and we went back out about our business. When
Somebody
he
was
found out,
exposed.
yeah, when he found out he was positive, I had already been around my baby. Like what? No. And then
You ain't
when
finna
I
sit him on
told
the
him,
porch and make him sleep in the backyard.
girl, I would never. Then when I
Right.
found out he was positive, I hugged him because his first thing out of his mouth was, so that means I'm not gonna be able to give you a hug. That hurt me. So
Oh,
I embraced my baby and I told him, I was like, after I hugged him, I said, no, this gonna be the last time for a couple of days, baby. You know what I'm saying? But I hugged on him. I loved on my baby.
you
I
supposed to.
wasn't. It never in my mind did I say, "Oh, get away." I would not do that
Because
because
you
that would
knew
make me
that
even more
you knew
afraid.
that hey, I'm the breadwinner, so I do have to kind of keep a distance, but mama gonna give you a hug, but mama gonna we all still gonna kind of practice a little social distances so I don't get sick, but I'm still gonna care for you.
Oh
So that's
yeah, he got cared for, but I still hugged my baby even after I
right. You
found out.
supposed to, because at that time before you found out he was, y'all was all around each other anyway.
Hmm.
So I mean, that's crazy. I know my grandson just his test just came back because a little boy, somebody in his class, I don't know if it was a boy or a girl, but they tested positive. So they out of school for to next week.
Y'all doing the
Hey,
5 days?
huh?
It's the 5 days.
It's the 5 days, and he just my daughter took him yesterday. That test, I think it was working her nerves because what's going on with the family already. So she took him to another test today, and it came back, and she just sent me the results. I told her, I say thank God.
Yeah.
She say she still caring for him. She ain't put him in the trunk. She had him with his mask on, but he kind of he kind of like been staying up, staying upstairs. She was downstairs. And she said it's been kind of weird in here. She say, but she's still living on her baby, but she ain't
Of
put him
course,
in.
listen, my baby I got cameras in my house, so I just took
Mhm.
one of the cameras and put it in his room. I can talk to him through the camera. I can see
Right.
what he's doing. I had it positioned to where when he's sitting up and he doing his work on his computer, I can
Mhm.
see what's on the computer. Zoom,
Oh,
where I can zoom in. I can
okay.
take pictures. I can hear everything that's going on. And his teacher was texting me. Okay, so everything was good. I had his little. He had a little placemat down in front of his door, whatever, in front of his room. And
Mhm.
so when I go fix some food, fix some breakfast, fix some lunch and dinner or whatever, I put his vitamins on there. It was ice packs in there. Had his drinks. I had frozen drinks in there, so that way
It
throughout the
keep
day it'll
out.
melt and it'll still be cold or whatnot. And it had one of the big silver roaster trays. I put all of it in there with his drinks and his food and his snacks. I sat in front of the door. I knock, 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 and I ran down the hallway. And I peep around the corner. I said, "You can open the door now." And he opened the door. He got his tray. And then, I spoke to my baby, talked to him or whatever, so he could see my face. And then he closed the door, and I went back down the hallway with my lights off.
That
And
must have been the baby boy.
this the baby boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could kind of tell, but he act like a little man. I mean,
He is. Now that oldest one, girl, he would have been laid out, child. But girl,
because I
he
was
said
like,
he hurt.
you would think that would be the oldest, but he's very independent.
Very
Yeah,
much
he
so,
just
girl.
did everything and he understood and
He
stayed
knew.
in there and
When I told him, he cried for a second. He didn't ask me anything about dying or nothing like that. But his first thing was, I'm not gonna be able to hug y'all.
right.
So I was just that really bothered me because my baby is he's very affectionate and he'll come up and give me a hug and tell me that he loved me. And so he know for 14 days, well 10 days, he couldn't do that. After the 10th day, he was able to go back to school after the 10th day, and
Okay.
we didn't have to test him. We didn't have to retest him because they said he would have still had the antibodies in him, the
Mhm.
antigens in him or whatever. So it would have still showed up positive. So we
Ah,
didn't have to he didn't have to retest, but he had no symptoms. Thank God he did not have any symptoms. He said he was hot, he felt hot, but I always took his temperature. He never had a temperature. So
that's good. That was blessed. Look at Tori say, no, I would have gave him a hug and called in for 14 days.
well,
She can't
I
call
couldn't go to
in
work.
like that.
I
She got
couldn't go. I didn't go to work. I let my clients know as soon as I got his test results back. Everybody that was supposed to come during that time, I had to be
because you
off.
had been exposed, right?
Yeah,
You had been
that's
exposed.
all I told them. I had been around somebody that was exposed, and so they all understood, and I was able to get them in. It was only 7
You
days.
go
Well, it was
test
10,
too?
10 days, huh?
Did you test?
I did.
You and your other baby.
Yeah, my other son, I didn't. Well, no, he didn't. My other son, I didn't test him. No,
Okay,
until afterwards. Yeah, but I didn't want to test him while it was going on because it's like he was showing no symptoms, and so
gotcha.
I waited, and then I got him tested. So yeah, but he done been tested so many times because he played basketball, and
That's
so somebody might have came up positive, and so then he got to
right.
go get tested. So
Okay. They own it. Say my little cousin hurt his hand when he was playing a game, and he came crying to his mom and asked if his hand was now broken. The kids are funny.
you see what Barbara said to her? Go ahead and let her put the baby in the trunk. She means well, right? She had good intention.
Y'all know, y'all. I ain't say she had. I ain't say she had. I ain't say she had no good intentions. I say I don't think she was being sinister. All right, Barbara.
Okay, look, all right, we gonna go to the next one, child, because we can be stuck on that thing this whole time.
Yeah, that she crazy. I'm gonna give y'all a follow up and make sure she ain't now Cassidy left out of here and we didn't got to her.
Right. What is Cassie's story? Her behind better come back and listen talk about it. I already know where she at.
Oh
I
Lord,
should
must be
hit
some
her up.
drama.
You got it. Well, take the
Yeah.
comment off the screen too.
Hmm?
When you come back, take the comment off the
Okay.
screen.
Let me take that out right now.
So this is our third story. While she's pulling this up, of course, is everybody talking about it. Y'all know we try to give y'all just a little bit of celebrity, not too much celebrity type of people. But this is about the good
There she
old
go. There she
Tristan
go.
Thompson. Hey girl, but this is about Tristan Thompson. He admits to fathering child with Marley Nichols and apologizes to Khloe Kardashian. So I'm sure y'all have heard this before, but we're still gonna read it as though it happened yesterday. He said, today, paternity test results revealed that I fathered a child with Marley Nichols. I take full responsibility for my actions. Now that paternity has been established, I look forward to amicably raising our son. I sincerely apologize to everyone I've hurt or disappointed throughout this ordeal, both publicly and privately. Khloe, you don't deserve this. You don't yeah. You don't deserve the heartache and humiliation I have caused you. You don't deserve the way I have treated you over the years. My actions certainly have not lined up with the way I view you. Child, I have the utmost respect and love for you, regardless of what you may think. Again, I am so incredibly sorry. Child, oh, but we gonna respond to this before we go to the next one. I call BS because he was dogging out the baby mama. He was dogging her out when she first came out with this whole thing that she was pregnant. My thing is, why? Why make yourself look a fool too? I'm gonna say too, cause you the woman that did sleep with him as well, knowing that he was in a relationship. I don't care what the man saw you. Y'all see these people publicly together in a relationship. You sleep with the man unprotected, you get pregnant. Why is it such a shock to you that this man now says that ain't my baby? Because if you can sleep with him so easily, in my mind, if I'm gonna think like a man, in my mind, I ain't the only one that you will sleep with easily like that. But she said that she had no doubt that he was a dad, which is, that's good that she knew that she had no doubt or whatever that he was a father. But of course, you're gonna have to go through paternity test results. Nah, I ain't just finna sleep with you one time or a couple times. I don't care, and then be like, all right, yeah, that's my baby. No, because he's a whore. I'm just saying, allegedly. Don't come out to us now. Allegedly, he's a whore. But I just think it baffles me. These women get with these rappers, these men, these celebrities or whatnot, and then they see them in public relationships, and then get upset when the man say, "I don't want to have nothing to do with you or the baby." Like, come on. Yeah, you want him to be a man about it, but just think about it. That's why I say, "Oh, ooh, child, these celebrities just, ooh, girl." Anyways, do you have something to say about that before you go to the next slide? Oh, you gonna go to the next one? Oh well, he gave roses, and I hope she wasn't talking because her mic is muted. But he gave roses and stuff to his daughter. Like he after this all came out, he gave roses to his daughter, which I feel like is stupid. He apologizing to her. What is she, 2 years old or something like
Right,
that?
what she gonna do with a dozen of roses?
Exactly. She don't understand, and I feel like these adults be putting these kids uh put these kids in adult situations or adult business. She don't know what you're apologizing for. Now, when she get older, and you got to explain to her that she got a baby brother that ain't come from her mama that's almost the same age as her, then that's when you explain. But I feel like when they're little babies like this, let them keep their innocence. You giving her a dozen of roses. Did you explain to her why that
Right.
you're giving? Now, if he explained to her why, I really do think that it was stupid for him to put her in that position or in that headspace of my daddy made a mistake and daddy you got a little brother from somebody else that's not from mommy. You know what I'm saying? Like I really do think that's crazy. And then another part of the story is Lamar Odom. You know, he sent her well wishes and he said that she is a good person and deserves the world, which I think every woman, every person deserves the world. Now I ain't gonna say just every black woman, every white woman. I know every woman, every person, every human being deserves the best out of whoever it is that they're with. You know what I'm saying? So, but people will say, well, you know, she got with him when he was pregnant with somebody else. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I still wouldn't wish this on nobody publicly or privately. I would not wish this on anybody. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell that story right now, but you know what I'm saying. I got a story for the story, but I ain't gonna tell the story. But
Yeah,
you
that's crazy. And I see Lamar trying to creep on back in, but
I like them together though.
I did too. And I can't even remember. I don't even think he did not embarrass her like this. I think
Not at all. He
he had
just got he was on drugs. That was on him.
he had his little drug problem. But like he said, he wished one day they could be friends and sit down and talk. Sephora said, I feel like men that just go having kids and not want to take care of them should be criminally charged.
They do. It's called non-payment of child support. You go to jail for 6 months.
Right.
You
Yes, and
can
he
go to
told
jail for six.
me
They'll suspend your license and everything. And then
he
you
said,
have to
yes,
pay a
and
rear unless you pay that rearage to get out, then you won't sit there and you're going to serve them 90 to 180 days in jail for non-payment of child support. But that's only if the woman has him on child support. It's women out here that say, oh, F him. I don't care about him. I ain't going to put him on child support. My kids don't need him. Girl, is you stupid? And I said that grammatically incorrect. Yes, I did say, is you stupid? Okay. I'm just saying, because like that's so stupid to me. Even if you say, well, he ain't got no job, he ain't gonna be able to pay it. Guess what? He ain't gonna be able to drive neither because he's not gonna have a driver's license for non-payment of child support. Like, come on. And I know some men don't care about that, but at least you took
no gun
the
license, driver's
all
license,
that. You can't have none of that.
voting, and all that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, girl, hold on. Let me get this thing. I got it.
He said yes, and he told the woman she would never be in the kid's life. Like, what kind of person says that?
But
Cassie,
she said she didn't. She said she didn't want that person. She said the Marley said she didn't want no relationship with him. She just want her child to be able to live in a safe environment, and she is do that. You know what I'm saying? Just
right,
because your child is a celebrity child now, does
mhm,
not mean that they should be harassed by the public
right.
at all. I don't care. Now we talking about it, but I don't care if she did sleep with the man while he was in a relationship. She still don't deserve to be battered or not battered, but harassed in the public. She still don't deserve that. This
She
lady
was
is
cloud
still a
chasing.
mother.
She probably was cloud chasing. Because if you know that he was in a relationship and then you slept with him unprotected, you knew what you was doing. You was going after the bag.
Yeah, he was wrong for dogging her out. Like if you know you slept with this lady though, there's no reason for you to get out there and be like, oh, you beat this, you nasty. Why? You slept with her though. This is the
You,
same beat that you laid down with, the
you
same
slept with her.
photo that you laid down with.
And
I don't understand.
you know what's so crazy? The internet is forever, and that footage and all that's gonna be out there for
Mm-hmm.
his kid, his kid,
Yep.
his So Cassie said yes, Armor. He was dogging the f out of that lady, knowing there was a possibility,
Yeah.
an embarrassment. He is an embarrassment, and I don't see why she keep taking him back. And Sephora said, but why does the man says right away that's not mine? How do you know? Did you not sleep with her? Oh, you did. Okay, so this child can be yours.
Exactly. I don't understand why that's the first thing that they say. But when you're a side, or she said he did not a Snapchat. But when I feel like when you are a side person, you
Hmm.
a side chick, you a side whatever, you got to know that it's gonna be a possibility that the man gonna say that if you was to get
Right.
pregnant. Come
Right.
on now. If he not with you all the time, they say that the people that they in relationships with come back and say that baby ain't mine. Look, you see how many stories we don't see no more. You in a relationship with this lady that had 3 kids, and now you talking about all 3 of these kids ain't yours? Come on now. So if they do it to a person they're in a relationship with, you being a side chick, what make you so special?
That's
I'm
true.
just saying.
So do y'all think Chloe will go back for the third time?
Ooh, I think she wants so bad to be in love and for her child to have that 2 parent household that I really do think that she will. I think she's trying to salvage not necessarily her image because at this point she's a Kardashian.
Mm.
Whatever they're gonna say about them, they done said many things up, ways, down, front and back about these girls. So whatever it is, at this point they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Their money covering all that.
Right.
For them. But I really do think she wants so bad for her because it's not the first time he embarrassed her.
She better go get that little baby stepdaddy.
The girl, okay, ain't nothing wrong with a stepdaddy now. Okay.
Because my thing is I think she shouldn't because he's steady embarrassing her. And I
Hmm.
would say, like, what if he came to her and proposed and they got married? But that's not gonna stop him from being promiscuous. So
No, of course not.
I think she should just go on and just cut your losses, girl, and just go and stop because this is what the second or third time, and I think is it the second baby or did he
Is
have
it?
a baby?
He got 3 kids. They say he has 3 kids.
Right, because I think he had one before
Well,
her.
yeah. Well, no, this not no. Well, he was with the other girl, Jordan, before
Right,
he got with
that
Chloe.
was her friend. That was a sister friend. So you got to think about how Chloe allegedly gets these men. She's
That's
always
not. That wasn't Jordan Woods. Now that ain't not the Jordan Woods. It's another lady.
it
It's
was
another
one of the
Jordan.
sister friends,
Well, I don't
George.
know.
Because
Y'all
remember, it
let
was
me.
supposed to be it was a story out there. She supposed to have kissed him or something. It was a Jordan.
No, no, no. She not. No, that's not the one that was pregnant. Girl, don't do her like that. She out here
No, I'm
kissing
saying it was
her.
saying they kissed. I'm saying that they
No,
kissed.
I'm saying before he got with Chloe, he was with a girl
Right,
named Jordan,
right.
right?
But then the
She was.
story
I
came
know
out
what you're
that
saying, but
Jordan
she was
Woods.
6 months. But I'm saying we talking about the kids. Child, we talking about no
Okay,
kids, and we was talking about the kids. She was already 6 months pregnant when
okay,
he got with Chloe. Chloe had a baby, and now this other girl got a baby. But yeah, the girl Jordan that he supposedly kissed, which he really did not kiss, it didn't happen or whatnot.
right.
So yeah, but that whole thing was embarrassing. I think they should have went back and apologized to that girl because they tried to tear her life apart, and it turned out
They
not to
did,
be true.
and they did. And then Trina, the baddest bitch from Florida, from Miami. She always says that Chloe always go behind men that she has dated.
Well, she went dated French Montana after Trina
French,
did.
she dated French. She dated James Harden. She dated,
Mhm.
I think, a couple of more. That
But
Trina.
she ain't dated Tristan, did she?
I don't think she dated Tristan. I
I
think
don't think so.
she found him somewhere. She just left him. But she dated Tristan because she was messing with James at one time.
Hmm.
And but they say Trina was like, man, you always backdooring me every time I talk to somebody. Here you come.
But they weren't friends, were they?
I don't know. Probably just industry.
Hush, TC. Chat. Come on, we got to catch up on these
So she
comments.
needs to really be done with him. I agree. He's an embarrassment to the family, and the other lady is a true home wrecker. Yeah,
Mm.
I agree, Miss Tour. Yes, put the kids in the middle if
So
they're.
they nonsense, child.
I believe it too. And say Dad did not make a mistake. He won his people. He said Chloe is only taking all of this BS because she wants all her kids to have the same dad.
Hmm.
Well, if you want that, honey, you need to marry him first. Then you all have a chance at that. I agree, support. How many kids do Chloe have? Just one, right?
She got that one.
Just that one. Well, you don't got but one. Say Lamar just had a drug problem and bad breath.
Hey,
Hey,
sister.
Kim, you got that? Did you
I
get that?
got it. Girl,
Okay.
we behind. So
Okay.
Lamar
So
isn't with
Lamar,
Chloe. He was with Carly Red.
I didn't know about that.
Girl, that's news to me, sis. We gotta look that
Yeah,
up.
Carly Red been around. While I didn't know that, that was a joke. LOL. Carly Red is married to like 4 men. Yeah, we is behind. Chloe will be pregnant by August with Tristan.
I
I hope
believe it.
not. No, it wasn't.
I believe it. Hey, of you,
Remember Florida? Jordan
girl.
Woods.
Uh-huh.
She made out with him. Okay.
I thought they
Hey,
said that
Bill
wasn't
Street.
true though.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, like you said, if she wants, so you're gonna take all that abuse just to have the same. So you know what that would do? I would just leave, and I wouldn't have no more kids, and that'll be done. Because you're gonna take all that. That's done. And then your ex-husband got to come through and say you deserve better. Who else got to
But
tell
she
you?
knew she deserved better.
But who
But
else
she,
got to tell you? Who else got to tell you?
I hope they get better.
Your sister bouncing around from husband to husband, but you the only one got the
I
got
hope
the
they get
man
better.
that's embarrassing you. That's she don't deserve that.
Little side note. Side note? Since we talking about the Kardashian real quick, what
Mm-hmm.
y'all think about Kanye and Kim? Do y'all want them to get back there? Because
No,
Kanye said he want his wife back
but Kanye was just with two women. They just spotted him with two women a couple of weeks.
because they saw her with Pete.
She don't want him back. He cray cray.
He was crying when she got with him
She got with him for clout.
and had 3 kids.
She don't want him back.
Northwest,
That's
Southwest, and
it.
Delta Airlines. Then she got all them 3 kids with him.
I'm back in the clouds listening. And why you call me when you want me to do my job of dropping you
Drop
off?
the emojis right now.
She say no. Kanye is creepy. Yeah, Kanye crazy.
Yeah,
I think
it was since
she,
his
she
mama
don't, you
passed.
know, she bounced from man to man. She don't stay.
But they was good for a while.
Mm,
I thought when Kanye started doing all that church stuff is when she was like, you know what? I'm out.
Kanye been cray cray since his mama left.
Yeah, but it got increasingly
Thank
worse.
you, Cassie. She laughing.
It's gotten increasingly worse. Thank you, Cassie. Smile, girl. I want
I
to see
want to see
Kanye with
Kanye with Erica Badu.
What you mean,
Oh
making
God,
music?
Kanye, Erica Badu flipped them men crazy. They be wearing dresses and kilts and skirts and
Well,
stuff.
then maybe he'll go back right then if he get with her.
No, that's too cray cray together. No,
Oh,
because
she
Kanye
serious.
Kanye was kind of throwed off when he was with Amber Rose.
But I don't think he was that throwed off. Them
He wasn't that
Kardashians,
throwed off.
they got a spell on these
You remember he was
men.
getting drunk. He was on the Hennessy real tough. He was walking up on the stage in the middle of the war show.
Baby Kanye said he running for president. Okay.
He said, Kanye keeps going where Kim is at.
He
Just
bought a house across the street from her house. He bought that house across the street from her house.
she said two negatives make a pot. So I'm gonna ask you this. Now he's doing everything to find out what Kim is doing, right? The stalker's behavior. Is he stalking those kids the same way?
What you mean?
Meaning that you spending time with your kids
I
while you doing
believe he.
all
One thing about it, I never. His fatherhood to me was never in doubt. I never doubted that, and I'm still not. Although he don't, him and Kim relationship, I haven't seen anything, and I haven't heard anything about his fatherhood. So
okay.
I wouldn't even. That's not even gonna be in question for me because I do believe he loved his kids.
Now I'm not gonna say you don't love them, but I'm saying
I believe he's
while
still
you
trying
are
to.
buying a house across the street from her and you doing all this, why we don't see pictures of you instead of you with two women, why we don't see you with your kids?
Well, do you see her with her kids too? I see her with these videos with these men.
She
I
she a,
don't see her with no pictures with
she
them
a mama,
children.
so you already know she with the
They
kids.
don't mean that because she a mama. You know how many mamas around here ain't got no pictures with their kids? Do you
You know,
know how many? You know how many women I don't know have kids until it's the first day of school and they want to post pictures of their kids going to school in their new
and
outfit.
you'll never see
Didn't know they had kids. Okay,
until the
so
next first day of school comes.
pictures with Kanye and Kim,
But
we
you
have
but you
not
already know
seen
they
that.
somewhere. They not with him, they with her.
Well, they got nannies. Okay, so she ain't with them either.
They got nannies. They do got nannies.
Don't do that now. Don't do that now. We gonna do that. We gonna say we got to do it on her side too. I
Well,
ain't seen no
I'm
picture.
just assuming.
Don't assume
I
because
don't
she a
follow
mama
neither
that
one
she
of them.
gonna be there. We
So
ain't
far
doing
as say
that.
Kanye went to Miami on New Year's to see Kim because he thought she would be at Pete Davidson's event. So she never went. Damn. He said Kim announced she was going to the Dominican and Kanye showed up there. So she went to the Bahamas instead.
Why she keep saying where she going at? If you see what this man is doing,
She 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 leading them on the false trail.
it's only gonna make his mind like make him go even crazier. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
stalkerish though.
It is. I didn't say it
Is they
wasn't,
divorce?
but
Is they divorce final yet?
no.
That's stalkerish. I don't think she's gonna get back with him because you remember the first time she said she wanted to file for divorce. They were supposed to file for divorce, and then he went boot that shit crazy. Then she bagged off, And then now she finally got away. She ain't going back. I don't care what them kids say. She ain't going.
Yeah, I don't think she's going back neither.
She don't
But
need him. She don't need him.
well, shit. Now we ain't gonna say she why because of the money.
She don't need. I mean, monetarily, she don't need him.
She ain't need him before she got with him. He ain't need her neither. Do you know how much money he's worth too?
He didn't need her, but she needed him. She didn't have that much money.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. But you talking about she
Yeah.
don't need him? Okay,
She don't
well,
need
he
him
don't need
now.
her either.
She don't need him now because
They don't need each other. How about that?
he needed him. She needed him. He never needed her.
I don't
She
think.
got
Well,
feel
he
what I'm
introduced her
saying.
to the clothing industry.
She
She
got
did
with
say
him.
that.
She got with him for clout. And
Mhm.
she got it. Now she got where she's getting people out of jail. She wants to be an attorney. She's have upped
She
her
passed it. I think she passed the bar. She
right.
took it a
She
couple of
didn't up her,
times.
she didn't upped her brand way up there compared to where she was here.
But
She
that's what
was,
you're
on-
supposed to do.
she
When
was
you get
only
it,
known. She was only known as a sex tape and just a sister on the Kardashians. She wasn't
but
popping.
that's what you're supposed to do. Like people mad at her for what
I
she
ain't mad
did.
at
No, I ain't saying you, but other people mad at her for what she did. But that's what you're supposed to do. When you get with somebody, if they do got clout or whatever, you don't just sit up there and just play in the background, girl. You better go out there and get what you need.
her. Right.
She ain't used him. That was her husband. She did what she was
No, I
supposed to
didn't
do.
say she used them.
I
I
didn't
said
say
he.
you did. Dang, girl, I didn't say you told you said that. I just say
I gotta have a comeback.
it's other people that done said that she used him. You know,
Right.
you see how
Okay.
they do these black men right here. Golly, girl, you gotta go to the next story.
Laura said she might be doing to set him up to look like a stalker.
Well, he's showing his colors. I'm sorry. If she set him up or not, he's showing his colors.
I doubt if she'd be the president support, but I could see her being a mayor or governor. I could see her getting
Yeah,
that.
not no darn president. Ain't nobody crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say we ain't crazy enough because child, they got Donald in there.
Donna was
So,
when they had nothing about politics and made it
mm,
on in there.
but they want him back, child. But we gonna go on to the next story, y'all. We offer them celebrities and them Kardashians, child. Oh, they almost got us into an argument, child.
Damn close. Next story, gotta be Florida.
Mm,
Florida woman reaches 1.7.5 million settlement with Tampa nail salon after an infection from a pedicure led to her getting her leg amputated. You know what? You know what? It probably was jumping on my phone now. I got the link to work right. So she's getting, according to Tampa Bay Times, the lawsuit states the initial incident took place back in September 2018 when an employee at Tammy's Nail 2 in Tampa cut Clara Shellman's foot during a pedicure. The cut led to an infection, mainly because Shellman, 55, had a severe, I can't even pronounce that word, arterial disease,
mm-hmm.
which reduced the blood flow to her limbs. As a result, she had to get her leg amputated. 3 years later, a settlement has been finally reached. Documents filed on December the 16th showed that a settlement was reached. However, it didn't list an amount. Shellman's attorney later revealed the settlement was for 1.75 million. He said she was stunned, shocked, crying, and giddy all at the same time. He continued to explain that after the amputation, Shellman experienced tough times, including losing her home, not being able to walk. She became dependent on others, and she now, oh, you have to go all the way to they. So she's rich now, so I know she ain't tripping because she can buy as many houses she want.
Okay,
And that nail salon is closed currently now. I bet they are.
right. Because listen, and this is why I tell people because y'all know.
That
Don't ask
money
me.
flipping.
You see it flipping, girl. Come on now. That's that 1 point. That's that 1.2 that was supposed to go in the other girl account.
Right.
That's somebody else money right there. But no, that it's a sad commentary that happened, but it happens a lot. Yes, she can buy a leg. Okay, Kat.
Okay. She
But
okay.
it does happen. This is why I tell people, we go to different nail salons. And I'm not sure if this was the other people's salon, which I
Right.
think it is. But
I think
you
so.
have to be careful when you going in there with underlining conditions because me being a licensed nail tech, the first thing that you have to ask, especially when you're doing massages, when you're massaging legs or anything like that. Do you have any illnesses or any conditions? Because like high blood pressure, we cannot massage your legs. Diabetics, you cannot cut their toenails. You're not supposed to do anything like that. If you have any kind of a blood disease, you're not supposed to do that, because any nip, you can get gangrene.
Mm,
You can become septic. Like this lady, she lost her leg because of an infection.
right.
Any of that. So if y'all do have any of that and y'all going to these nail salons, you can have a blood clot in your leg. Okay, and they're massaging your leg. This is for people with high blood pressure and things of that nature. They can be massaging your leg. You don't know you have a blood clot in your leg, and now it breaks away and travels up to your heart or your lungs, and now you're on. You know what I'm saying? You out of there.
Right.
So I know that's the you want to go there, but you sometimes you may have to forego that massage. You can still get your feet done, but now most places they know that the what we call a cheese grater that they scrape your feet with, and that razor is supposed to be, especially in Florida, it is supposed to be outlawed because of things like this. So if you do go, some places you have to ask for that, and they will go into that little back room back there and pull it out. But for the most part, they're supposed to be using a pumice stone to scrape your feet or whatnot. So they're pulling those things out because they're not cleaning them correctly. They're not cleaning out the bowls correctly. They're not sanitizing them, because for most of those places like that, it's about the quantity over the quality. So they
Right.
will forego sanitizing and disinfecting those foot bowls the way they should. Even with you getting your nails done, that monomer and all that stuff is supposed to be emptied out after every customer. But when you go to those places, where do you see that jar of purple liquid sitting there? One person gets up, the other person sit down, and they're
Mm,
still using the same liquid back to back to back. And most of that stuff, it does not have a label on it, and you don't know where it comes from. The most of that stuff that comes from China is illegal because it has MDA in it, and you're not supposed to use it. And so even with fingernail polishes, they have that in there. So when we use it like what is it? CN CND, CND, and most of those big name brand stuff, it doesn't have that in there. So most of your them other places you go, you don't see no labels on that stuff. You see no labels. You may see labels on like some fingernail polishes, but on their monomer, their polymer, none of that stuff, you do not see the labels on it because they get their stuff from overseas. That's why they can charge you $21 for a full set of nails, because the liquid that they're using only costs them $2 a gallon, as
oh,
opposed to over here, a little 1 ounce cost me $11.
wow.
And you have to discard of the liquid after every client. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So in the time that I was doing it, I have not had no client that ever had a fungus, no none of that stuff. I made sure I threw all of that stuff out, even when they're using their the drill,
Embroidery boards.
the
Yeah.
no, the emery boards as well, and then the
Okay.
drills have
Embroidery boards.
the drill. They have those drills on the drill bits. They're supposed to dispose of those, but no, they still on the drill to the next client. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So it just y'all. I'm just telling you,
They
y'all
do be
see.
nasty.
Yeah,
They
this
do.
story here, and the lady was 55 years old, yes, but she also had underlying conditions. That's something that anybody could have. So just y'all be careful when y'all going to these nail shops.
And
And
just said that about you not supposed to massage on certain, you would think that they would ask that.
they're not taught that. Do y'all understand when these people come over here, they're over here, most of them get grants to go to school, which they're doing
A
apprenticeship.
lot of them don't be having no school. No, I don't think they have
No,
that.
because you can do in certain states, you can do apprenticeship. In Florida, you cannot do that. There's no apprenticeship in Florida. You have to get a license. There, you can do apprenticeship at 16 years old and work up underneath somebody and get licensed through that way by working up under them. So a lot of them, that's why you see a lot of them, it's all in the family. Their salons are all in the family. You rarely see a black person or Caucasian person working in there. They're all Asian, Filipino, and whatever. So they're all working together. They all don't get the correct nail license, but they're working under a grant provided by the government.
Right.
Okay, so they may read up on it, but for the most part, they're gonna do what they can do to get by, just enough so the health department don't shut them down. They know the rules. It's just, are you gonna implement the rules and follow the
Right.
rules? But no, it's more, like I said, with a lot of them, it's more quantity over the quality. All they do when you walk in, hi, how may I help you? Okay, pick color. What shape? Go wash. You pay now, and then you out the door. They don't ask you, do you want to make another appointment? They don't do none of that stuff. You on to the next. On to
Yeah.
the now. You have some that might do that nowadays. You know, I ain't putting all of them out there like that. I'm not saying all Asian nail shops are not like that because I had my own lady and we had the same name and found out we stayed in the same neighborhood. And I talked to her and she talked to me and I asked her, do y'all talk about people when they be leaving out here or when they in that chair? When y'all talking y'all language? And she said, yeah. I said, what? And she laughed. So we was close. Like she was my nail lady for 8 years.
Don't have no ugly feet because they sure talking about
She
you.
was, and she said that they talk about
You can
people.
tell. You can kind of tell, and they'll kind of peek over there at you, and yeah, it
Yeah,
make
and
me don't even want to go get another pedicure
baby, I do my own. I feel bad when I go and pay them people sometimes, or pay people, not them people. But when I go and pay somebody else to do my
because you're
feet,
not do it yourself.
yeah, I feel bad. But I'm like, you know what?
You be want to just sit back and treat yourself.
Like
Now
trust
here
and believe.
they do the plastic liners in the bowls.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then but you still don't know if those tools are clean. So that's what make me not. And I hate when they getting into the cuticle around and they be clipping so hard, and then you come back home and take a shower and that shit be burning. But you know they didn't clipped you, and I that's what I don't like. And as far as it reminds me of when you said how they just keep going next. It reminded me before I was a barber, and I used to wear a low cut. I'm actually put my picture of my 10-year challenge picture up and show y'all. But when I had waves and stuff, and I remember going into the barbershop and they next. You didn't see them changing the comb, you didn't see them washing
Mm-hmm.
their hands, you didn't see them spraying no clippers, you didn't even see them sweeping the floor, you didn't even see them wiping the chair out. It was just next. So when I got into barber college and we started learning about infection, sanitation, I'm like,
What is
this
this?
ain't been going on all the years. I've been getting the cut, and it's just so crazy. Like me, I sanitize and disinfect my blades and my clippers after every cut. Even now we in a pandemic, I sanitize my chair. It's just weird that people don't care about their tools that they use. And I worked in the barbershop with barbers, and they would cut heads all day long and wouldn't go wash their hands. They'll go pee and wouldn't even wash their hands. And I mean, how do you cut? If I cut a head and you come in next, I won't even touch you before I go wash my hands. It's just, it's just the cleanliness of it and the
And you
capes.
said they go in there and pee. Like I take my apron off before I even go into the bathroom.
So one time this how I know they weren't washing their hands. So because we have a sink, we're sinking in the bathroom. So one time my bathroom was down in the barbershop and the guys was going around the corner. I used to go next door. Usually I could actually work a full day because that show you I don't drink enough fluids.
Mm-hmm.
And I could work a full 8-10 hours and pee when I get home.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not drinking with sickle cell, I'm supposed to drink way more fluids. But when I did have to use the bathroom, it was a little shag beauty shop next door, and I would go over there because I ain't going pee behind the building. So they would go pee behind the building. Ain't no bathroom, ain't no sink behind the building. So they would come right back in and cut hair. We had one barber, he would take
Oh.
he would take the towels and blow his nose because he had sinus issues and
Uh-uh.
put the towel back on the client, and the client might come in, he'd be wiping something.
Uh-uh.
Right, yeah, nasty. Nasty. I would never let them cut my hair, but you got to see the filth and the nastiness of my thing is, and they use the same comb and same brush, but the same comb after on everybody that same day. They never go wash their combs. So far as
I,
say she put them on blast. She stopped going to them. She said, I slap them with my feet if I catch them talking about my dog. You must gonna know what they saying.
she
She said,
need
I
to
was
do a
like, excuse
pre-wash.
me, are you laughing at my mom's feet? And she was like, no. Then I'm like, why are you speaking in Chinese? She say, ooh, and men and have to hold a pin. Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what you imagine. That's nasty. That's nasty. Then you come and you put your hands in people's face, and then people that smoke weed,
Oh.
weed or something. And then the first thing when they go to grab somebody's head like this,
You can smell it.
to put the edge up, that's the fine. I'm gonna tell y'all this quick story. One day I was cutting. Somebody was cutting this man's little boy hair, and so the man was waiting. And he asked me to could I do his beard or something? So I leaned him back, and he's leaning back. So the guy, one of the barbers that knew him, that was cutting his son hair, they was talking about old times. And I'm standing over here, and I'm trying to do his beard, and he started talking. And when his breath smelled like dog shit, oh my god, it smelled like a pile of shit. He was just so he leaning back here, just talking, and he just kept talking. I was
Why
like,
are he talking to you doing his beard?
he was just talking. I'm on this side, so I'm not like right here. I'm here, but he right here. I'm like right over here. So after my stomach just started turning in knots, and I looked over there, and I said, "If you don't shut the fuck up talking to him," I was like, that day, I wish we would have been in masses. It was horrible. When I say it was just like when it hit you, your stomach just turned and turned. So
Oh,
I was like,
did you
I
not tell him to hush?
I was telling that barber to stop talking to him because you stop egging up the conversation, he'll shut up because he wasn't talking to you. You was talking to him. Yeah,
Right.
it was doo doo, bro. That thing. Ooh, that was horrible. It was horrible, and it was like he was just coming straight over your nostrils because you over him. So as he's
Right.
coming up, and it was just like about burn all the hair out my nose.
Thank God I work behind my clients, child. The whole time,
Ooh,
baby. The whole time.
you talking about horrible. I ain't never smelled nobody out of 13 years I've been cutting hair. I ain't never smelled nobody breath that bad. That was horrible. Like he ate ass for breakfast.
She said you should have mints on deck.
Well, he
Yep.
can't have no meat.
You
Cause I
but
get
what would that be rude though if you say, hey bro, you want a piece of gum? I don't think so. You just or you ask different
you
people,
can't
like
give
ask more
gum,
than one person.
but you can't give gum because gum and getting your hair cut is a no no. Because as you doing there, all this is moving while you
Well,
trying to
give him a
edge up.
mint. What I would rather for that to be moving in his lips.
Even when the mint with a mint, they might not suck it. They may be now.
Well,
Come
when I have
brush
a
your
mint in my
teeth before
mouth,
you
I
go to
just
the barber shop. Look, brush your teeth.
well yeah, that not just your teeth, baby. Brush the roof of your mouth, okay?
And
Brush
the
the
tongue.
tongue, brush underneath the tongue, baby. I need to brush you to brush that little thing that's hanging on. Baby, stick the toothbrush to the back of
Look
your
at some
throat, and I need you to throw up, okay? I
Sarah
can't.
say be like, hey, check out these new mints I got.
Oh, but you know what you can do? Them little strips, the strips that just melt on your tongue.
I'm not giving them nothing. They better come in here with they now we in mass, so it's thank you, Jesus.
Girl, if you can smell somebody smile, oh jeez. If you can smell somebody breath behind the mask,
I
baby.
just think about
Ooh.
some of the masses. I done been in the masses all day and be like, whoo, shit. I'll throw this thing away. You just about did it.
Your breath was stank, boy.
But it was cutting up. So
Ooh,
you
I
know
don't see how
there.
y'all drink coffee and put the mask on, honey.
Oh,
Oh
I
no,
don't drink no
ma'am.
coffee. But working in there all day and you get to smelling your own breath all day and all day? Nah.
I ain't
Mm.
never had that issue. I'm sorry.
I didn't had it. I didn't had about a time or two. I ain't gonna eat much lie.
Look, before we move on to the next story, we're gonna take a brief intermission and we're gonna for pause for the cause. And I want you guys to look down in the chat. I'm gonna drop the link and make sure you guys go and shop Polo's apparel brand Mo Pressure. That's www.mopressure.com. Mopressha. That is the hat, honey, that I'm rocking, as well as my co-host, and the shirt that she's rocking as well. Well, not me, but her that she's rocking as well. And her logo is why be average, honey?
You can
You
be
can
the
be the
goat.
GOAT. Okay. So make sure you guys go over and shop
So
mopressure.com and
Cassie
go
said,
follow her on Instagram. I'm gonna drop that link in the chat as well. And she sells the trucker hats, the t-shirts. She also has hoodies. My hoodie
pins.
is in the living room. So
Yeah, I
she
don't have the
also
pins
has
on my head today.
hoodies as well. So you guys, and she also has pins, the little lapel pins or whatnot. So you guys can go and shop there. I would appreciate it. She would appreciate it. We would appreciate it. All
And
right.
thank you to everybody that have supported me. I do appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. All right, on to the next story. And that concludes our commercial.
Oh, you, I did put it up there. Let me take it down.
who
Um,
who is me?
yeah, that
Oh,
was me.
all right. So this next story, I think it's a wonderful story. Um, it's a 12-year-old girl who finishes high school and earns a college degree. Baby, this girl graduated from high school in the ninth grade. I mean, at 9 years old. So, Salson Ahmed of Western Florida. Shout out to Florida, Florida, Florida. Okay, we ain't all bad. She from Florida.
Oh Lord, I already knew when I saw Florida.
Yes. Okay. Clap, clap. Okay, she graduated from Broward College with an associate degree and a 4.0 GPA on December 15th, 2020. In the spring, 12-year-old, she will attend the University of
2021.
Florida to study computer programming, chemistry, and biology. Girl, okay, I see
Smart.
you, Saucy. Girl, I see you. Her family said they noticed that she was gifted academically during her homeschooling sessions, where she would go quickly through a curriculum that was several years ahead of her grade level. All of her education was pretty much child led. Wherever she showed interest in something, they sort of dived into it and tried to follow her interests the best they could. At age of 9, she earned her high school diploma and she passed a post-secondary education readiness test that allowed her to take college courses according to her parents. Okay, she started taking one class per semester at Broward College to get, to be familiar with the intensity of the advanced classes. When she got there, she said they always used to call her honey, sweetie, and baby once they learned her age. But by the end of the semester, child, they was all asking her for help. So by the, I mean, 12 years old, although her parents say they still um, allow her to enjoy, her childhood, it hasn't stopped her from enjoying art, music, Disney movies, and video games. She said she was inspired by other strong women in the STEM programs, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Um, yeah, she's a role model because she says that what she does with BattleBots, building robots and stuff that can withstand damage from other things, is very similar to her job as a biomedical engineer. She was talking about her role model, Andrea uh, Jetley, girl, something like that. But her,
From
but
the
yeah,
Steve
I thought that
Project.
was pretty dope. And her thing to herself is shoot for the stars and don't underestimate yourself. She said that's the mentality that got her to where she is now. But she hopes to continue her after receiving her bachelor's degree from the University of Florida. She hopes to continue her education to earn a MD or a doctorate. So my question to you guys is about this 12-year-old. Hi, Miss Terry, about this 12-year-old. Do you guys think that that's too young, so to speak, to be in like a 9-year-old in high school and then a 12-year-old being at college? And so I one of the girls at my church, her daughter was in the seventh grade, but they wanted to move her to the ninth grade. But her mama said no. She said that's too, her mentality is not there. Height wise, body wise, mentally, she's not ready to be amongst high schoolers. Because it's not like she's just only going to be in a ninth grade class. She's going to be in a school with ninth through 12th graders. And in
Right.
the seventh grade, you're only what, 12 years old? 12,
Yeah.
13 years old in the seventh grade. So what do you think about that?
That was an amazing story, man. She's
Mhm.
smart, and I'm glad that her parents recognized it and they acted on it and let her go ahead and excel instead of being just probably bored to death at her level at whatever her grade level would be. So that's amazing.
I
So
think you have to know your child. That's true. Cassie, Sephora, you said yes to what? You think that was too young? I personally think it's too young. 7 to 9th grade is not bad, but 12 years to college is a bit much. Yeah, at 9 years
she
old,
went
you
9 years
graduated
old
high
to
school.
college. She was 9 years old.
She ain't even had no period yet. In the night, she 9 years old and graduated high
Child
school.
genius. Child genius.
Yeah, I think
But
I believe
I
if
agree. the social skills.
Yeah,
I do
because
agree.
you're developing a young mind along with that is social skills. Because you know, at 7th grade or 9 years old, how do you interact with high schoolers at 9 years old? You still like look at him, type of thing, But now you in the high school, and then they allowed her to go to do college, but the pandemic did hit when she was first supposed to start her classes, and then she ended up doing her classes online, and they said that's what allowed her to move along faster too, because she was able to take more classes
More
being that she
classes,
was at
but she
home
didn't have
all
to
the
go
time.
nowhere. Right. She probably, you know what? It's not to say that she's not mature. So you think about it, she's at high school, she don't really know anybody because she's way younger than them. So she's gonna really be focused on the task at hand. So, she got in there, and like they said at college, they was babying her and everything, and she ended up helping them. Because you gotta think about it, her she's focused, she's way more focused than probably the average college student would be. They got dating, they dealing with trying to do classwork, maybe working. While all she doing is going home, being taken
And
care of,
watching her Disney movies.
watching her Disney, and still being a kid. She has no worries than the regular college student. So of course she would be able to excel quicker.
That
So she
girl smart.
Yeah, she's a child genius. She say social skills are so important. That's why we have so many weird people on YouTube now. Sure, right. A lot of them don't have it. They would do online classes and still developed.
Yeah, but
They
she's going to the college though.
right,
She started out doing her online classes or whatnot because of the pandemic, but
right.
no, she's going to the school. She's going to the actual college. So I mean, but kudos to her
Right.
and to her parents. I really do think that's awesome that you're able to cultivate an environment to where your child can excel educationally. You know what I'm saying? Academically, your child can excel in that manner. Everybody's not cut out, to be a child genius, and but they know that their child's skills though. She said, "What's the rush?" That's what I'm saying. Because when she get that doctorate at the age of probably 14, 15 years old,
Hmm.
where will she be able to legally use her degree being 16 years old?
She'll probably be able to because she's when she want to do that stems with the robots and stuff like that. She'll be able to go do something in that field. She'll be able to go do
What
something.
was she said? It was computer science.
Because it was something with the STEMS project with the women that does it was
Well,
something.
no, she was inspired. She was
Yeah,
inspired
she's
by the
inspired, but she
yeah.
said she want to do something. So I think so she's just going to work her whole life. I mean, you think about it, she might not even have to work that long.
Computer programming, chemistry, and biology is what she's
Right.
going to
She got
study at the University of Florida.
that's a lot of good majors.
Yeah, but like she
But
said,
I do get you Sephora, because what is the rush, because she is missing out on being a kid, but she's just smart. That might be her passion and what she like to do. She might like to pick up a book and read. So I mean,
but think about this though,
mhm,
because it's always the other side.
okay,
She's out of high school, so there's no prom.
okay,
She's in college. She's gonna be done graduated and did everything that all of the other teenagers are about to do. She's done that already. So will there be a prom? Will there be a homecoming dance?
no,
Will there
no,
be any of that? Because now she's not a part of any of those things that will help her to grow socially with the kids of her age. Because now she's not necessarily around them. Her college classes
or with adult,
are the same time as their classes in high school, if not more, if not longer, because of the classes that she's taking.
right,
So like you said, she may not have to work her whole life, but at the same time, they're still in age
missing
of
out on
retirement.
right,
Still in age of retirement. You know what I'm saying? Unless she comes into a whole lot of money and now she's a CEO or something and she doesn't have to necessarily put in the hard work,
right.
she's still going to have to work up until the age of probably by the time she get there, if it's a social security, the age of 72 to 75. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Because she's only 12 years old right now.
Yeah, she's gonna miss all those. those highlights of prom and graduation and stuff like that, because I mean, why go back when you're not ready to surpass that? You not ready to graduate high school.
Hmm.
So when your class graduate, you would probably be somewhere working.
I wonder if she was the only child.
So Sephora says she won't be able to develop friendships unless she gonna have. Hopefully, she don't make the wrong friendships with the older people in college that want to use her for a brain.
Yeah, because I mean, at that point, it's like, girl, do you know what A times Z square over this, that, the third? And they're gonna be like, I'm only in the 8th grade.
Like, girl, I'm gonna call you later so you can tell me. So, if
Okay.
you had a son that you thought in the same situation, um, and he had a chance to at 9 years old go from elementary to high school, how
I,
would
w-
you handle it?
I don't think I would do that. Elementary, maybe like 5th to 7th grade or something like that. But to go from elementary, which 5th grade, all the way up to 9th grade, absolutely not. My son, at that point, I'm like, he's still pissing on the toilet seat. I still got to wake him up to fix his breakfast. I still got to tell him to go in there and brush his teeth. I still got to ask him, do he got on deodorant? You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would I, at 50, I don't think I would do that.
I agree, Miss Hughes. She has a gift that God will make room for.
Exactly. Hey, and I truly believe it. I
Yeah,
truly
I could
believe
see 1 year skip, or I could see from elementary to junior high, but probably not high school. Just have her advance where she's not or he's not bored, But I think that is like the social part of it.
it.
It
Yeah.
may it, may- it may end up hurting, and then she's not getting to enjoy. So she's missing out
Mhm.
on prom. She's missing out on homecoming. She's missing out on. So her
I
kid,
can see eighth
her
grade.
parents may be some little geniuses themselves, or
Yeah.
probably degree.
I just think like the whole environment, cause okay, like my oldest son, he goes to a private school, so
Hmm.
that school is K through 12,
Okay.
right? So when he went from the 5th grade, which was a charter school, of course that was K through 5th.
Hmm.
So now when he goes into middle school, he's there in 6th grade. Now you got all the way up to 12th grade. I had to explain to him, look, son, these girls here built different than the ones that was at the last school.
Okay.
Okay, I said you're gonna be seeing some butts, you're gonna be seeing some titties, and I said it just like that. I said so. I said I looking is okay, staring is not. Don't put your hands on nobody. But I told him, I said, don't be surprised. You know, them little cheerleaders walk around with them little skirts on, when it's time for the game day, or them
Mm.
little girls walk around with them little shirts on, and now they see with the cuts in the pants. I seen one little girl at the game the other night. Child, she had a little rip on under the butt cheek. You in high school. What is you doing? So,
Right.
but I have to let my son know this is what you're about to see now,
Right.
because now you're amongst all 18-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
up there with the 17 and 18-year-olds. There's no
Right.
separation as far as, well, they do have like, oh, this is the elementary school, but they still have the cafeteria is all the same.
It's
You know
joined
what I'm saying? The
together.
common areas, the gym is all the same. So you're gonna run into these people of the upper class, or you're gonna run into the lower class kids or whatnot. That's how it was at my high school. My high school was a high school in the middle school. You know what I'm saying? So I had a boy, he was in the 6th grade and he had a crush on me. I was in the 10th grade. Well, what am I gonna do with you? Girl, now he's a grown man, but I still be like, oh no, you ain't been, boy, you still in the 6th grade to me. You know what I'm saying? Because he's real grown now, okay? Baby,
You
okay?
still
He's
you
real
still
grown
going back
now.
4 grades.
Okay, listen, but to me, in my mind, it's still like you still 6th grade. I'm in the 10th grade. No, what can you do
Grown
anytime I
now.
study my books? No. Mm-mm.
She said, I mean, if my kid can do accounting at 9, then yes.
Girl, I said it just like that. Ask my son. I listen. I don't talk to my kids like they don't understand. Like how some people tell their kids, "Oh, you got a little wee wee." No, you got a penis. Okay, that's
Like
what it
they
is. They
babies.
ain't no. You have a vagina. That's what it is. Because you going to school and they up here calling them dicks and everything else. I need you to know the real term, the layman's term of what this is. You have a penis. That's what that is.
Right.
Girls, you have vaginas. Ain't no wee wee. We ain't doing none of that. Ain't doing none of that. You gotta. It is what the book said it is. So when you going to read the books, and they talk about a penis and you in sex education, you don't know what it is. Well, my mama said it was a wee wee.
Right. But
No,
wee wee, because my mama said it was a wee wee. She said I always say pee pee.
girl, ain't no tell them people a penis, okay? Please say penis to your kids. Stop right here giving them these little pet names and stuff. Because when they get out here and they friends and these other adults telling them these other words, now they teaching your kids something that you should have taught them. That's what I say. But that's just me.
Let's move on to the next
Okay,
story.
we gonna go on to the next. Hey y'all,
Oh,
I hope y'all having a good time out there while we going on to this next one, honey. Yes. Thank y'all so much for coming back to
We
another
up
week
here
of
at the
Around the
bottom,
World.
we found Nelly back.
oh
Ooh,
Lord,
oh,
I had this thing paused.
let me mute child.
Yeah,
Oh, tell her the story before you play it.
I am. Let me come back and I can't mute. Let me. Okay, so a lady returned Nelly's lost duffel bag containing nearly 300K, and he only gave her $100. So this is the video.
A mess.
We up here at the bottom, Nelly. She found Nelly bag. It had 300,000 in it. And guess what she do? She gave it back. What they give? Tell me what they give. They gave her $100. We up here at the bottom, Nelly.
She sounded distraught.
I would be distraught. What you mean? That hurt me to my heart. Okay, I wouldn't. I'm sorry. It's a blessing to be a blessing.
She sounded
$100.
distraught.
He could at least give her $1,000, man. Cause that you out
$300K.
$300,000.
300K, and you give her. We got these money stories tonight. 300K, and he gives her $100. She was crying.
She was hurt. That hurt her spirit, baby. That touched her soul.
Oh, they clowning her. Her friends and everybody clowning her.
I
Somebody
wouldn't-
said, "Wow, what lady doing with that kind of cash?" Right, in a duffel bag at a bowling alley.
He probably was going to the strip club. Ain't no telling.
300K.
Girl, you know how you don't see how they be throwing. You never been to those strip clubs?
Yeah, I see that be throwing, but goddamn, Nelly balling like that. He ain't had a hit since had it was a calf.
Girl, he got that. He got it from somewhere. Look at them teeth he got. Girl, he got them new teeth. Them
He got
pretty.
them grills. You know, he came out.
Okay. Oh,
Rob
okay.
the jewelry store
He
and
got
tell
them.
look, rob the jewelry store and tell him make you a grill.
Okay, look, he got them Air Force Ones in his mouth. He gonna be stomping in them Air Force Ones. Got the
That's
white
a lot
Air
of
Force
money.
Ones.
$100. If you had found that bag with 300K in it and nobody knew you found it, see ya, Eduardo. Here I come, Puerto Rico.
I wouldn't have gave it back. Okay, mi nombre es Savannah. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien. ¿Y tú? Yeah, sí. Dinero. Okay, that's what it would have been like. Okay, I'm not. I can't. No, I'm sorry. I wouldn't have gave it back. Call me what you want, but I would have gave my church my 10%. I'm going on vacation. You call the police because you sure it's drug money. Girl, it ain't more. You had like that was money from the bank. She said my
In a
drug
duffel
money.
bag. Ain't no
marked.
thing put no money in no duffel bag. Like she go
No. Sephora, girl, I gotta teach you to be a little bit more hood, twin.
Yeah,
Come
we ain't
on,
calling
now.
the police. You better go and get on that plane and get the hell up out of here. Cause I told y'all after that other money and wrongly for putting my she say TC said she calling the police.
Girl, she gotta be so right. Okay, listen, Miss Terry, you heard me say I get got my 10% right, sis. Okay. Oh my God, she thought about she's scared. Don't be scared, girl. Listen, the Lord put that there for you. Okay.
Right.
Look, listen, go in. It say in the Bible, the wages of the sinner is laid up for the just. Okay, it's a scripture for that. The wages of a sinner, because I don't know how he got it, because like you said, he ain't had no hit. So it might be some drug money. So the wages of a sinner is laid up for the just. Okay.
He probably should have put a hit on somebody. That was a lot of money.
That was a lot of money. Girl, I wouldn't have gave it back, dog. Sephora, girl, ooh, when you coming down here? Cause I need to teach you a bit. Listen, I told you, hood and saved, okay? I'm from the south side of the
She
kingdom.
say, she say, Amen.
Amen. Hey, I'm from the south side of the kingdom, okay? I ain't turning it back in. I can't. I can't, and I shalln't. Okay, I shalln't. Will not do it. No, ma'am. But I would have been mad. $100. Now he need to be snapped upside his head for that mess. You want to go to the next one, child?
Yeah.
All right. So this next story that I got, okay, so I pulled this story because it make you think about the people that are around you, the people that you may associate yourself with, and do you trust them, and do they actually trust you? We say I'm approaching my article limit. Okay. So this one, it says, she trusts me completely. My sister offered to pay off my credit card bill. I'll repay her over the next 4 years. Am I taking advantage of our relationship? So this guy was saying, he wrote into this column, or whatnot. He said he has little money. It's strictly his fault. He ran up a credit card bill and is nearly maxed out. I'm nearing the end of the interest-free period. My sister, through hard work, is very well off. She trusts me completely and volunteered to loan me the money because she hates paying interest and doesn't want me to pay it either. He accepted it, and although she said it was unnecessary, I had a contract written up that I plan to have notarized shortly before I take the money. I am now having second thoughts about borrowing the money. It would take me 4 years to pay her back. What if something happened during the time, resulting in my not being able to keep up on the payments? She has no set monthly repayment. I chose an amount. She would give me the balance because that's the kind of person she is. I would feel terrible if it came to that. If I don't accept her offer, my once good credit will stay bad and it will take longer to pay it back. But I wouldn't feel as bad getting behind on payments to a company as I would with it being my sister. What should I do? So you guys, what should he do? Do you guys think that he's wrong, I guess, for taking the money or taking the loan from his sister? And do you have someone? If you got it to that mind, do you have someone that you think would stand in the gap and be like, hey, I'm gonna loan you this money so your credit don't go bad? What you say? What you think?
I ain't giving it to him. I ain't
You
gonna
ain't
pay
do
it. You ran it up. You better find a way to pay it. 'Cause now we got to go through payment plans and all that for me to get now.
but
But
she said he
that
ain't need
was
to pay her.
nice. That was nice of her
She said she ain't need to pay her back. But do you think you have somebody in your life that you will be able to do that with, or vice versa?
that they would give that to me.
And I'm not talking about not your wife and not your kids. Anybody else, your friend or a sibling.
Mm-mm.
Well, you are only child, but a friend.
I got a half brother and half sister on my dad's side. No.
No, you wouldn't do it for if you don't think nobody will do it for you.
Mm-mm. No.
No,
No.
I have two sisters that
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 would
I
do.
that would do that for me, and then I would do the same for them.
I probably have a. You know what? My aunt that was here would have done that, and but she ain't here no more. So that's about it.
I
She said
mean,
Florida again.
that wasn't Florida, was it?
No,
It didn't
no,
say where it came from.
no. It was like a deer.
Yeah, it was like a Dear John type of thing.
No, it didn't say.
Well, I'm gonna read what somebody wrote to him. Said your sister has offered you an interest-free loan. Take it. The average interest on a credit card hovers at 16.2%. If you had a $5,000 credit card balance and paid just $250 off every month, it would take you 2 years to pay it off and cost you $867 in interest. Some tough love. They say stop spending money on things you can't afford and ask
Right.
yourself why you racked up a credit card debt that you're unable to pay off. Otherwise, history will repeat itself. If it's a question of budgeting, start now. Uh, if you're using your credit card to fill a bigger, emptier space in your life, and you could be forgiven for feeling at low, what? You could be forgiven for feeling at a low ebb or along these past 2 years. Ask yourself how you can become more connected to others. If pretty much if you're spending money to fill in, if spending money to fill a void. Then they said consider reaching out to people who may be more isolated and or at a lower ebb than you, an elderly relative or neighbor, and ask them what you can do to help. It will be more for you than any Amazon package. It will do more for you than any Amazon package.
Right.
So pretty much spend time with people than spending money is what that person was saying.
Right. I mean, my thing is on that back to the story. I mean, it's good because you are helping them because they are saving the interest because they just have to pay you back. Now, if they're gonna do the right thing and pay you back according to the agreement, is that's what you fall when people borrow money. They don't, or loans like that. They don't have to pay back.
I think that because he even had second thoughts about it, like he felt bad for it. I feel like he would pay her back. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And the fact that
Right.
he's
He
thinking
didn't want to
that,
be a user.
yeah, he's like, well, what if something happened to me? Like people don't think about it. So
Right.
he don't want to. He wants to take it, but then again, he doesn't want to be. He don't want to disappoint his sister. But she's like, no, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you with your credit, this, that, the third. So, but yeah, I have my two sisters. I would do it for. Sephora say she'll help her brother. Your cousin had a problem like his. Ooh, $40,000 on a visa debt. Ooh, and then 60,000 on another one. Ooh,
What
ooh.
they was buying houses
Girl, okay.
and
Look, what?
luxury cars.
Is your cousin married? I mean,
That's some good old credit.
I like nice things now.
Look,
Look,
100K on credit cards.
all right, I like nice things. Sephora girl, if he gonna swipe that credit card, he can do it over the internet. Okay. Hola, mi
No,
nombre
yeah.
es Savannah.
Did you read the debt part? He needs somebody to help him pay. He don't got nothing to swipe for you.
Girl, if he swipe, he can run up that credit card. What you mean?
No,
You
she
don't
just
have
said
another.
it's Visa debt. She didn't say he had no limit.
He might still have some left.
She
If
said
he
after
got that much
he
on
got
there.
married, his wife started buying everything.
Oh, she did it. Oh.
Ran it up. She say, charge.
George. In Pennsylvania, you must have clinical and study hours. For what? What she done? You behind TC? Clinical and study hours for what? To spend money?
I think she might be on that other story. No, how did she get behind? Because she was just on the Nelly story with us.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she done went back.
She said,
And
and
then
then even stole from our family business. So we fired him and then got a U. See, I told you didn't want him.
never mind.
you didn't
Cassie, take him off the list.
you didn't you didn't see that debt DEBT.
Girl, I saw it. I thought maybe he had another card he was ready to swipe.
No, he had 40K in debt, 60K in debt.
But that means
And
somebody
then he
else
was
would have gave
gonna
him
take
another
his
big
own
credit
life.
card than me.
Look, he was gonna take his own life, but we took him back.
Well, I'm glad y'all took him back. So he wouldn't take it. Oh, it's not worth that. Oh my lord. Girl, no ma'am, I can't be with
He
him nowadays.
played y'all. He wasn't gonna take his life. He played y'all.
I really could. Girl, let's go to the next one, child, because I would have been to hurt his
Yeah, I think
feelings.
TC behind.
Yeah, that's all right. She'll catch up.
And he
Look,
said,
if she's talking about Florida, that's Virginia. Ain't she in Virginia? Where's she
Philly,
at? North Carolina?
Philly.
DC? Oh, okay. Well,
Philly.
she over there. Okay, she ain't down here.
The next story. Did it share?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, see, yours open right up. Yeah. I can't
Okay, there
open
you
this one.
Jaheim says he wants to battle it out hit for hit against, let me say, I'll make sure I say this right. Usher.
No.
Usher.
Yes.
I don't know how I want to say Usher. Okay.
Usher.
Usher. Okay. So it's
couldn't
all
read
new year, and it seems like the versus concept for artists battling each other as they play hits from their catalogs is still very much in demand. So in demand that Jaheim has taken to social media to share who he's willing to battle. On Sunday, Jaheim took to social media and shared a meme that featured his photo and a photo of Usher.
No.
Usher.
Yes.
On the meme, it says, "Let's settle this once and for all." Jaheim captioned the meme and said, "Someone set it up. Let's move all the pawns out of the way. King move. But if you are scared, I just say checkmate. I would give 1 month. He would give Usher 1 month to step up. Nothing personal. He's one of the best, respectively. He added, I'm with all the smoke. You, the fans, can make this happen immediately. I'm so serious. And Jay, and whatever that's his handle, is ready. So that's the meme.
He trying to get that money, honey.
Yeah, he wants that money with that hair. He needs something going on with that head. But then a couple of artists came out. Meanwhile, Life Jennings questioned why not go big? And Monica said, wait, I'm motherfucking tired. BJ the Chicago Kid also said, chill, like chill.
No,
And
that's child. That's
it
what
looked
it
like
is.
child, but I think it's chill, like chill out. Cause I thought it was child. And as many as you know, Usher
Mm-hmm.
has been performing his catalog out in Las Vegas during his residency, which started last July. It said, could y'all see Jaheim and
Mm-mm.
Usher
Mm-hmm.
battling it out? So what you think, co-hosts?
Why they said go big? Why he told him to do that? They don't think that the Usher big enough for him?
No, that was a joke. It was saying, now why not go big? I mean, you went big. That's what they were saying. It was like, why not go
Oh,
big?
okay.
Yeah,
I
it was
was
big.
gonna
He
say
was
they
being
trying to be.
funny. Yeah, it was a joke. Cause that's big. Cause you can't go bigger. Michael and Prince, they gone. So that's bigger. Where would you go bigger?
Yeah. I mean, I have to start listening to like Jaheim to remember what it is that he actually. Well, you know that when
Put the
they do
number
that,
first.
it's not necessarily the songs that they only sang, but it's also songs that they wrote.
The
So if he
catalog.
wrote, yeah, if he wrote any songs, then he can use that too. But
He got it. I'm a
what?
fan of him, but he can't beat him.
No, no. I mean,
What you call it? They answered him. They say he's yet to respond.
I don't think he gonna respond. The man is doing a whole residency. He
Right.
making. Do you know how much money this man probably making over there?
Plenty. He ain't got time for verses. And then
No.
you calling them out, you looking desperate.
I don't think it's desperate because a couple of them done called each other out for that.
That one is kind of desperate. You been somewhere, ain't nobody heard of you. You ain't made an album. Usher did just make he had a hit out, a song out last year. We ain't heard from you in a minute. I think allegedly wasn't he in jail
No, he just out there, girl.
doing him. He said he
Maybe
had
he shouldn't have put that
coach
woman
with
first.
expecting us to feel sorry for him more. Oh,
Oh
that's
yeah,
her
she talking
nephew.
about her cousin.
Yeah, cousin.
She talking about her cousin. But I think that'll be. I think it'll be good for the culture. You know,
I
it
think so
regardless.
too, but it's a way that you didn't have to, like when Bobby and Keith did it. They
Well,
didn't get it
that's a friendly thing. I don't
right.
think there's nothing wrong with the way he did it though. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a friendly because it's a battle. When you calling somebody, that's like a wrestler. When y'all calling the other person out, when you finish fighting one dude, you calling out the next dude that you
You're
want to.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just
You're
a
right.
friendly thing. It's not like he's telling Usher that I feel like I'm way better than you.
I think he needs the money.
Well, yeah, he's.
He
You
looked
think
like
I
it.
wouldn't do it
He looked
if it
like
was
I'm
about the
not saying
money? And
not
this,
to do it. I'm not saying not to do it, but you can look at him in the picture. He looked like he needs the money.
yeah, he do, and he should do it. They should give it to him.
It's a way that I mean, hype it up in the media. Hype it up
That's
on
hype. That's
social media.
media. Social media is
Yeah,
on.
I
Yeah.
feel like hype it up like that. I don't feel like he disrespected him because
No, he didn't.
he did say respected him, but I don't think that I don't think he's gonna respond, and I don't think
No.
he's gonna do it. And I think hit for hit, he can't touch him because you gotta
No.
think about it. Usher been doing it forever since he
But
was.
listen, you got people that'll go in the ring. People want to fight Mike Tyson, knowing that they're gonna lose just for the publicity,
Yeah,
just
just
for
for the
the
money. Just
the
for the money.
experience,
Just for the
just for the
bag.
opportunity. I think for him, it's more so exposure, opportunity, because there's a lot of people out here that don't know who Jaheim is. So
Right.
that right there would be more
Like you
exposure
said,
and
I got to think of the
opportunity.
songs.
Yeah, but
He
see,
haven't had a hit in a minute.
yeah, but listen, but when you hear his songs, they still about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Although I
yeah.
may have to think of them, put that woman first. I know that's one of the first ones that came into my
And
mind.
age ain't was my favorite video is where he put all the black queens in it. Regina King and all them. I think something
Mhm.
about age ain't his name age ain't nothing but a number, but it's something about
No,
the
that's pretty
age.
Ricky that say age ain't nothing but a number.
No, that's age ain't nothing but a number. No, I thought that was
Girl,
Aaliyah.
that's Pretty Ricky. Age ain't nothing but a number.
It's
It
Aaliyah.
ain't nothing but a number.
I thought that was Aaliyah too.
Girl, but I'm talking about Pretty Ricky, child. Ain't nobody talking about
But no, he had one about it was saying something about I can't think of the name, but it was like saying something about age don't not mean nothing, but you still look good for your age, something like that.
Mhm.
And the whole video was just full of like I don't know if Jada was in it, but it was like all the black actresses and stuff. So that was I love that video. But he should have went to battle with Life Jennings. They came out around the same time.
Mhm.
He would have a little bit more hits than Life because I want to say Jaheim.
So you trying to pretty much set him up for the win?
No, I'm not setting him up for the win. I'm just saying somebody that's kind of like in his era because that boy Raymond, because I'm about to mess his name up.
Usher.
I'm about to say Usher. he been doing it since he was a kid. I mean, he's been doing it. He has hits.
Listen, if you gonna put me in, coach, put me in.
You might as well put him with Chris.
What? Listen, if you gonna put me in that coach, put me in with the best. Don't put me in there.
You might as
I'm
well
6'3".
put him with Chris. And I think Chris will beat him.
Usher.
No,
yeah, I'm just saying. But if for
Chris
me,
Usher, young.
Usher better than Chris, and I think because of the age,
Usher better than Chris.
The age bracket.
Back then, yeah. Because you think about it, both dance.
Okay, so we talk about back then. Jaheim was back then. So we're gonna talk about back then, and we're gonna put Jaheim with Usher.
No, you put Jaheim with Life. D'Angelo would have been better to go against. I could see that too.
I can see that one. No, I can see that.
But he would beat Jaheim would beat D'Angelo because he has more catalog. Because Jaheim,
we don't know who D'Angelo wrote for. If he wrote for anybody, you don't know that.
Yeah, but we talking about catalog. We gonna match album for album. I think D'Angelo had like 2 albums.
But that's what I'm saying. We don't know if he wrote for somebody. They play songs that they wrote for other people.
You have to write, and it had to be a hit for us to, for it to be a bop.
No, because it was some songs that who was that? Jill Scott. When Jill Scott
I didn't watch that one, but I heard it was good.
Well, see, when they did it, it was songs that they played, and I was like, wait a minute, I didn't know she wrote that song.
Right, but you had heard the song before though.
But it wasn't like a hit. But it was like, oh, I heard it before, but I didn't know she wrote it, type of thing.
Gotcha.
So I don't know. You never know who writes stuff because they don't make CDs no more with the little album thing in it no more. We got all the credit.
To tell you who.
We don't get that no more.
They don't tell you who wrote what. They better tell you when it was produced. But you know what? I would love to see it for the culture. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't love to see it for the culture, but I just feel that I don't think that Usher's gonna. He's not gonna
be able to. I don't think he'll be able to. Not that he wouldn't, because I think that he would, because I think they have some sort of a relationship with each other, especially for him to be able to call him out like that. I feel like they have some sort of a relationship with each other, but I don't
probably not. I don't think they got a relationship. I just think that he gonna hype it up. That's why he said y'all get it popping. I put it out here. I'm gonna let y'all run with it, get it popping. Let's get it going.
I don't think Usher can do it though with his residency that's going on though.
Because somebody just told me they just came from Vegas and they went to go see him. You know what? One of my partners in Houston.
I saw one of his videos, baby. He was up there skating around and dancing. I said, "Oh,
he still got it."
Skate, huh?
He still got it.
He never lost it.
I'm gonna have to go. He needed that being gay after he got down.
Child, listen, even with all that mess that was going on with him and that Sharkeisha person, whoever that girl was, who said the big girl who said he had gave her
the H.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. You see that ain't gone too far. Ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's a beast. I don't take anything from him. From all the way you think about when he was doing Nice and Slow and Bedtime and all those hits. He was young. He remind you of Monica, how Monica was singing about love songs and she was 14.
All Monica want to talk about is Free C Murder. Okay.
She love that man.
She want to rap all his songs and sing all his parts and stuff and talk about a Free C Murder.
She love that man. Did
he get life? or he got a lot of years.
I don't think he's gonna be getting out because I know they've been talking about freeing for a minute. I think he take a case for somebody, but I think they kept saying he was innocent. But
Yeah, they say he innocent.
she got rid of that basketball player.
Yeah,
Because you know, who was she with before? Rocco, the rapper, producer or something. Rocco, her first child is by Rocco.
Okay.
Because you know they call him Rocco, and then she ended up having I think her first two sons are by Rocco, and then I think the little girl.
I think if he get out, I'll probably cry if that man get out of jail.
Oh, she said Kim trying to get him out.
I hope she do. I would probably cry if that man listen because it's so it is
With
so
her pool, you would think whatever he did, I think was murder, right? Wasn't it murder?
See, murder.
Yeah, but you would think that maybe I don't know how I'm about to go back and look at that. I don't know if it was one murder, a couple of murders, but that man been in there a long time.
He been in there since I was a child.
Right, he been in there a long time. So
when I was a child, I thought as a child. I expect as a child.
He would have served his time. He could come up for probation, parole, or anything like that. But that's crazy. But she really loves that man. Cause you remember at one time before she right after she got separated, she was coming out saying stuff, and then I think Master P and them had something to say, but it was supposed to be some other woman.
Yeah, they didn't like Monica coming out saying all that stuff because then I think Murder came out with saying that they wasn't taking care of him like people thought that they was.
Right, that's what I heard. That they had kind of like left him down there. But you got to think about it. When Monica was in her marriage, I'm sure she probably wasn't having any contact, so he had to have some kind of contact. So I think that's probably where the other women came from.
Well, I mean, what you expect?
She couldn't.
Yeah.
She couldn't. And if you ever watch the video she got where it actually kind of plays that part where the guy told her to go ahead on with her life and he ended up going to jail, it kind of reminds you of this, but then she ended up meeting somebody else. And I think it's the basketball players kind of like played it out. And then the guy came back, but she was getting ready to get married. I can't think of the name of that video, but it's a very nice video. So she said that was a new documentary on him by another content creator, and his brother is so upset.
Okay. Master Peter mad that it was something done on him because they were saying that the facts in there wasn't correct or something.
Well, I mean, your pool, you wasn't trying to get him out. I mean,
because they was going for a little minute, and then like it started slacking off really bad.
I think so. Sephora. She divorced her husband.
And called Kim right away. Yeah, they bosom buddies. They close now.
Kim and Monica.
But Monica is close with Super Scent too. The makeup, the crayon case girl. Yeah. They're real close to each other.
She threw her a party. She had threw her they real close. But you know, like Monica looked like she just so down to earth, like she could be your home girl. She just looked like she just so
I hang out with her.
Candy give you that vibe.
Candy
give you that vibe. Candy is both of them give you the vibe that they can be down to earth, friendly, but they will be mindful of people trying to use them. They will probably be kind of like both of them, but Monica give you the more down the more down to earth girl, but you still do have to be kind of like, because I like Candy. My aunt's wife, well, my aunt's girlfriend is the top bedroom candy salesman for her. So she does all kinds of stuff for her and Meta, and she comes to their conventions, and she seems very, very, very down to earth.
That's okay, I guess. I want to, what I want.
She don't give you that. She get Southern, she's
all right, but Candy give me like that type of.
She will give you that stank face. Yep, she
get. You know what I'm saying? That's what she give me. So she don't
use that stank face. She
don't feel too friendly. Like now, I done been to one. I done been.
What you finna say? To the bedroom candy convention?
I've been to the Welcome to the Dungeon tour.
Oh, okay.
In Atlanta.
I think you said that before. Did you enjoy it?
I did. That's where this picture came from. Let me change the avatar.
So did she actually come to meet?
She was there.
No, I know she was there, but
she didn't come down.
She didn't meet and greet.
That's what
Oh,
that,
okay.
yeah.
I could see that there. Okay.
But you ain't see the whole outfit.
So I can see. I already know what the face giving. Okay.
Baby, it was given from
Was
top
Tamar
all
there?
the way
Was
to the
Tamar at the
bottom.
one you went to?
Huh?
Was Tamar at the one you went to? Because I know she did a
Yeah,
couple.
she was there. Delicious was there. What's that? The guy stripper dude. Bolo. He was
Oh,
there.
what's her name? What's her name? Wife there? Ronnie DeVoe that did one little stint on Housewives. Cause she was on. She was doing the little tour. I can't think of her. Something start with an S. I can't think of her name. She real skinny. She used to sing in one of the little groups that didn't do too good. She married to Ronnie DeVoe. She was on Housewives.
I don't know who that is.
She did like one little. I can't think of her name, but it started with an S.
Probably
Real
was Little
skinny.
Scrappy was there. He was
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, he was. He had done, girl, I had got crunk
It
over
came to
there.
Florida.
Huh?
It came to Florida. You went to Atlanta.
I went to Atlanta.
Okay. Oh, you went to
Yeah.
where everybody was gonna come out.
Yes.
Because even when they did they little concert, I went to they concert when they came back, and but they said in Atlanta it really went down because they brought everybody out.
It was real nice. I don't think, was it a fight? It might have been like one fight in the crowd. Cause of course you're not sitting down. You're in this.
Everybody standing up while trying to watch the show, pushing it. Yeah,
Eventually I ended up taking my shoes off because baby, I had on some platform. I had on some heels.
They should have had some, but I mean, with that setup, I don't see how you could have enough seating for everybody.
It wouldn't, no. And thank
That's what I'm
God it
saying. Like
wasn't
if you had
cold.
couches over here, then it wouldn't be enough for everybody. So
No, but they had like upstairs like a VIP thing or whatnot.
okay.
But we were downstairs right at the stage.
So it was first come, first serve, and you got closer.
Yeah, you just walk on in and you just mosey your way up to the front. You know what I'm saying? And so they pull people up on stage to
show their outfits and demonstrate
and perform. And I was like, nah.
you on somebody tape somewhere, don't tell it.
Baby, I ain't on nobody tape. Okay, they had a husband and a wife up there. Nah,
y'all heard it here first, the exclusive.
Well, if you find it, let me know, child, because I need to see that tape, honey, because I know I wasn't nowhere on nobody tape. But
man,
I recorded.
She liked that dominatrix stuff.
Oh,
Candy, she likes that.
Oh yeah,
that's like when she tried to bring the dungeon to the show. She likes that.
But see that came from Portia. Portia talking about. No, that was Portia that said she had a dungeon down in her house.
Portia and Phaedra, and then she capitalized off of it.
Yeah, that's what I would have did, honey.
You remember Phaedra? That's why Phaedra wasn't on the show no more. But I'd have capitalized too. She made money off of it and toured. I think she toured two different times before the pandemic hit. Oh. So we're gonna go to. I think everybody dropped down. They got tired of us. Let's move to the last story.
No, I'm so mad this thing ain't open up.
Yours not opening?
Not about the funny one.
I know. I went to look for it too and open up something else. And I tried to find another one. I couldn't find it. There you go.
So this next story is an update on Young Dolph's murder suspects are now in custody. So this it's actually, let me open up the new one.
Yeah, I sent you an update when at press time.
So there is actually 3 suspects now charged in the murder of Young Dolph. Yesterday it was announced that 2 suspects are now in custody for the murder of Young Dolph. On Wednesdays, authorities held a press conference where they provided more details about the case and revealed a 3rd suspect has been charged in the case. According to WREG3, during the press conference, officials announced that a 3rd man has been charged in the murder case. They said Shondell Barnett, who is originally from Memphis but resides in Dallas, is facing charges of accessory for reportedly helping Justin Johnson, who is the 3rd killer, allegedly, while he was on the run from authorities. As previously reported, Johnson was arrested in Indiana on Tuesday, and Barnett was the person in the passenger seat of the car that was driven by Johnson when authorities apprehended him. Last week, after a reward was announced for information that could lead to the arrest of Johnson, the U.S. Marshals ended up receiving more than 500 tips. A tip placed on Tuesday mentioned that he was spotted traveling in Brazil, Indiana. Law enforcement was then contacted by the tip, and they pulled him over, and he was taken into custody. Memphis Police Chief C.J. Davis said the investigation for this case is still in progress, and it is possible there could be more people. But hold on, because it's another. Oh, but I'm just gonna see if I can tell y'all off the dome, child.
Okay.
Oh, you had the wrong one, anyways. You should have went to
No, you want the new one?
yeah. Well, that's the one I was reading from.
Yeah, I would thought we was gonna start from that one.
Oh, I was reading from the new one, child.
No problem.
Yeah, I was reading from the new, but
Because I had found that update happened right before
yeah, right before. So you can show the picture of the new dude.
okay, yeah, because they all three of them on there. You right.
Yeah. So with the
Popping up.
new dude, Justin Johnson was actually arrested before when he was 17 years old. Let me go to the article. Let me get to the article, child.
There you go.
Wait a minute. Did I go to it on my phone? I sent it to you. So let me go to it on my phone. I can read it a little better there.
I can't believe he all the way from Texas. He didn't got caught up in this mess.
Girl. Open this to access denied. They want
I bet you probably was a hit.
Oh, it's not gonna let me get on there. But no, the guy Justin Johnson. I want to get the right information. Let me make sure I can pull it. Oh, there it is. So Justin Johnson was actually arrested at the age of 17 for messing with a child.
Wow.
So he served federal time. When Johnson was 17 years old, he was accused of raping a woman at a hotel and also serving federal time, and was released in May of 2021 from Federal Bureau of Prisons. So this boy he's young, and he's out here doing this when he's already served fed time for bothering with this lady. At this particular time, we cannot discuss the specifics, but let me see what the guy Barnett. See, he's charged with accessory to murder. And that's crazy because he was in the car. He wasn't even driving. He was in a freaking passenger.
He was just in the car. And
But
because
they
he
said-
didn't come forward. If
Right,
he would
but
have
they-
came forward and say, hey, I was in the car with Pookie, then he wouldn't have been charged. But because you kept your mouth closed and they had to come look for you, of course you're accessory.
Yep, they say he was helping. I guess he was supposedly he had been with him. He was providing assistance to him since authorities had been looking for him. And he's facing accessory to murder charges. Like, come on. According to the marshals, Barnett has been charged with accessory after the fact to first-degree murder, criminal attempt to commit first-degree murder. Wow.
That's crazy.
And theft of property between $10,000 and $60,000. So what, they must have stole a car.
Yeah.
Because
Because
criminal attempt to commit first-degree murder?
I wonder, was it a hit or was it just jealousy? That's weird. Because it had to be planned. You just didn't walk up and just see him and just shoot him. You had to be following him because remember he was doing events. It's just crazy. And that one in that green shirt, he just looks creepy.
Let me share my screen so I can, because I'm on the this news article.
Okay.
So they can see. This is ridiculous, child.
You got okay, there we go.
But yeah, so this is when they rolled up and shot at him.
Look how big the gun is. And he was in the he was still inside the bakery, wasn't
he? Yep. They standing.
So you knew who you was going for. You didn't go in the bakery to try to rob the bakery. You just ran up on him, caught him at the bakery, and shot him.
This is his car right here. This is Young Dolph's car. So that is a very noticeable vehicle. You like when you see that, it's like, right. Oh yeah, this is who I'm going. This is who I'm going.
So did they steal that car?
No, they didn't steal it.
Yeah, because I feel like you would have to at least go in there and get the keys. So maybe it was some money that they stole. Or they robbed somebody. That's the car they were in. That's the car they were in.
Yeah. This is a Mercedes, and they stole it.
That car
it was stolen in a carjacking on November 10th at a gas station on Curry Road.
For that. They probably was charged for that Mercedes.
And it said working on information from a tipster who said the car was used in the murder of Young Dolph. Police found the car on November 20th on the 1100 block of Bradley Street in Orange Mound 3 days after the world-renowned artist was gunned down.
Wow. And look how they jumped out with those guns.
Mhm.
Took
But
that
this
man
is,
from his family
yeah,
over
this is
probably
true.
just jealousy or greed, and it could have been a beef. It could have been anything.
Yeah, that's crazy. But that's the car. 23-year-old Justin Johnson. That's how old he is now. 23 years old.
23. That's young. You
Yeah,
done
so
messed up your
17 years
life.
old. But you serving Fed time at 17.
Jay, they
Yeah.
don't. So a lot of them don't come out and be rehabilitated. They just still be knuckleheads and still getting into dumb shit because that's crazy. Now you didn't just mess. You done messed up your life for what? For what? A beef or jealousy or just greed, and you took somebody from their family, and you could have hurt somebody else because it was other people in there. You shooting with those assault rifles. You could
Yeah, his body. They said his bodyguard was in there. Came out and shot back. I think that's what I
yeah,
read.
you could have killed shot some of them people at the bakery. It could have been other
Mhm.
people in the bakery buying stuff. So they had to be following them because they don't just seem so random because you didn't go in there and rob them. Because if that's the case, you would have waited to catch him outside. Now he got accessory.
Yeah,
He
that's crazy.
looks so cute.
Shondell Barnett,
Yeah, he looks cute.
accessory to murder.
So I think our audience then fell asleep on us.
That's all right, girl. We talking to each other. We
That's
see each other. But yeah, let me I'll stop sharing the screen and whatnot. But yeah, I think that was it. That was the
yeah,
last
that
of
was
the
it.
stories.
We didn't have y'all an odd story. We'll have y'all one next time. Good
Yeah,
evening,
we'll
the
have
hood
one.
table.
Let me go ahead and drop the link to that. So the next week's around the world is gonna be on my page, and I'll drop the link for that. It will be on my channel. I want to say my page. Hey, the hood table. How are you, Miss Tara? You still here too? Okay, boo. So next week at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time and 8:30 Central, we will be back next. Girl, I'm trying to talk and type at the same time.
Thank you
But
for the
we'll
share, hood table.
we'll be back on my channel 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe the channel so you guys can get there and be there with us next week. If you have a story that you want us to cover, shout out to Cassie for sending us a story of Tristan Thompson. Hey, Miss Marla, you fell asleep? Okay, boo. It
Oh,
was
hey,
a
Miss
good
Marla.
show. It was good. How's your daughter? How's your baby? But shout out to Cassie you for the story that was sent tonight about Tristan Thompson. If you guys have any news stories that you guys want us to cover, it does not have to be celebrity. Okay, we try to give y'all a little bit of celebrity, but a whole lot of other stuff, that happens in our backyard. Mine is Florida, hers is
Texas.
Texas or whatnot, but all around the world. You know what I'm saying? So we want you guys to send us in stories that you guys love as well. But we do take celebrity stories. I'm just saying, the whole show is not celebrities. But if y'all only send us celebrities, we'll work
You
with it.
have some. Okay,
Right. But
send us some.
my email is, don't you
Don't
know
wait
that?
till the last minute, Sephora. You got to get them in there so we can
Studying.
check them
Yeah.
out. And Miss Marla, we're gonna keep sending up our prayers.
Yes, I'm glad she's doing
Okay, Miss
better.
Cruz, you got a birthday coming up. Happy early birthday. If I don't see you on the streets.
Cool.
Miss Terry has a birthday coming up on the 17th. My mom's birthday is the 19th. She'll have her heavenly birthday. She'll be 71.
Oh, your birthday is Monday. Well, happy birthday to your mom and happy early birthday to you, Miss Terry. Because I don't know if we're
Birthday
gonna
is
see you
Wednesday.
before your birthday. But if you're not doing nothing, you come down to the reading corner on Monday night and
Okay,
I'll
we'll
sing
be
happy
reading.
birthday.
Yeah, we'll be reading Monday. You sure?
I'll sing happy birthday to you on Monday if you come down here. Okay, so for send it over. But that is our show for tonight. We want to thank you guys for joining us. For this show. It's our season 2, episode 1, our first show of the year 2022. We
Right.
appreciate you guys for rocking with us because we did that for what, 12 weeks?
Right.
So that was 3 months.
Yeah.
So
I
y'all
enjoyed it too. I enjoyed
yes, I had a good time. But you guys also keep Polo and her family in prayers. as they lay her nephew to rest this weekend. Y'all keep Miss Marla and her daughter in prayer. Y'all keep Angela in your prayers. Keep Shadia in your prayers as well.
Yeah, I haven't seen Angela around. Yeah, I showed up.
Mhm. My girl, she's sick. My baby sick. So, but
Angela, we hope you get better if you get a chance to catch the replay. Or if you
yes, honey. Yeah. So we pray
Ish,
for all
answer,
of their healing.
answer Shadia. I'm talking about Safari.
Yes, I might need to call her tonight. You know, I think I'm gonna do when I get off of here, child. Oh, it might be too late. Oh, she said, this is the best show. Sorry for your loss, praying for your family. Thank you so much,
Thank
Miss
you.
Terry. Thank you, Miss Terry.
Why I missed last week, but we back. I
We
mean,
back stronger than ever. Well, we wanted to cover the stories that we had from last week, so we're gonna catch up to some new stories this week, but we didn't want to, you know, push it
we
out
mixed,
too far.
we mixed a few new ones in. I mixed a few new ones in.
Yeah. I
Just
mean, but like I said, it's stories that meant something to us, so I don't care if it came out 2 years ago.
yeah,
Okay, it meant something to us.
that we wanted
But
to share.
yeah, so that's gonna be the show for tonight. We appreciate you guys, and yeah, like I always say, so I have my clothes and smile at somebody. Okay, it'll change their day. It may even change your day, honey. Even with a mask on,
Thank you,
baby,
Miss Marla.
they can still see it in your eyes. Okay, I love you guys, or we love you guys with the love of God.
And there's
And there is
nothing you can
what?
do about it.
Yes, nothing you
And
can
I
do
got
about
a closing now. Is the biggest lie ever told is you got time.
it.
And I'm gonna
Ooh,
leave y'all with that.
she said the biggest lie you ever told
No,
is
that was ever told
that was ever told
is you
is
got
you
time.
got time.
You got time.
Because no man knows the day or the hour.
When I saw that, I said I'm gonna start using it on all my videos. The biggest lie that was
Let me
ever
write that
told.
home so you can put it on the screen.
Yeah. The biggest lie that was ever told is you got time. Because you don't. We think we do, but we don't. Oh yeah, catch it, Miss Terry. Catch the replay. And you know what? She didn't give you y'all homework. Leave us a comment.
Oh, make sure you guys, when a biggest lie that was ever told is you have time. Make sure you guys, after the video, please, please, please hit the X button off of the chat, refresh your screen, and come back and leave a comment under here. Make sure you guys thumbs up the video, please, and thank you. Make sure you subscribe to Polo's channel. I mean, y'all got this far into the broadcast, so why not? Make sure you hit the notification bell so you can be notified when she uploads or when she goes live. Please share the video out if you can. We would appreciate it if you shared out the video of tonight, any past ones that you guys may have liked, and then any future ones if you can. But Polo's new emoji is the one that's above you, Miss Terry.
Yeah.
The flag, the race car flag is for her nephew that has passed, the bando, and then the smoke is for her Mo Pressure. That is her brand.
And
Or
if
whatever.
y'all like rap, I'm gonna put his name in here. Y'all go stream his music. But that was his logo. CBS can't be stopped.
Oh girl, I
So
put double though.
yeah, it's the
You
band.
don't have let me see if I can find a link to one of his videos. Is
Yeah,
it one on it's one on here, right?
yeah, he has a official page.
I'm gonna share his page with you guys.
Okay. Yeah, y'all just stream his music. He's on all
This
platforms.
topic, this one.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, is it red? No, I didn't even pay no attention to what he had on. I'm trying to see. Look, I'm behind my shit.
I'm gonna
Oh,
share the huh?
oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna share the link with you guys to his music page. That's her nephew that they're gonna be memorializing on Saturday. So if you guys can go stream his music, it'll be much appreciated.
And that goes to his kids.
Hey Jada.
No, oh hey Jada. Oh, that go Angela.
That ain't no. Oh, hey Angela, I love you. Angela's Cammy's delight. Yes. So well, I ain't gonna say nothing yet.
Okay.
Let me shut up. Look, I'm be so excited. I ain't even gonna say that. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
Angela, did you before we get off here? Did you like your surprise?
Did you like your surprise, Angela?
So look, the guy just had sent me the markup That's the shirt I was telling you about yesterday.
Okay.
And he had so
Oh, that's what you was talking about. He's doing whatever he wants.
yeah, but he act this is how we wanted it. So we put lyrics on the back. You know his lyrics got cussing in it, right? So I'm just gonna say this: say face to face with pressure, never fold, nigga. Keep that shit 100, not a whole nigga. They don't want to see you with nothing. Them niggas don't want to see you with nothing. And then you see the flags at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
So he wrote me back when I sent him those lyrics, and he said, "Come on now, Polo. Come on now. I know you ain't going in the church with whole nigga on the back of your shirt." I say, "No, this for the repass." So me and my baby girl is gonna get this one. He's supposed to be doing my other two daughters. They want their own, but he did this himself. We didn't ask for.
Okay, girl, we don't want to see your information.
Ain't nothing in this phone. But we
Okay.
didn't. We only had asked for that picture right there.
Oh, but he did all three of them.
Yeah, he went and found because his page, is open. So he went and did that, but he did everything else because we wanted blue background. But he just sent it to me while I was sitting here, the markup, and I like it. And
Yeah,
that's
nice.
that picture up there is the last post that he put. That picture, it was a video, the last post he posted on social media.
Wow.
So I think he did an amazing job.
Yeah, he did a good job. That's a nice shirt.
So this is what he told me when he texted me. Now it's one printing company in Houston that's charging like $65 and they do them the same day. So they end up doing his mother one, and I think one of my other nieces one. And so when he wrote me, he say, "Man," he said, "this ain't no ordinary dude." He said, "I got you." He said, "And plus I seen what they did." He said, "This ain't no ordinary guy." It's like he feel honored, but I know him because me and him went to high school. I'm older than him, but we went to the same high school. So he for him to say that, we know he's gonna put his best foot forward. So I'm waiting on 2 more markups, but that one is complete. So I like it because we just wanted some lyrics in the back, just to remember. And that's the song I played for y'all yesterday. And we called him Boo, so we didn't put the bando on there because we called him Boo.
Y'all called him Boo?
Yeah, his nickname was Boo. See, his last name is Obando because his dad is Colombian. So we called him Boo. We know him as Boo. And my daughter, they was like this, and she found a video with him and one of his friends that died last year, C19. They were rapping, they were freestyling. And when I say they ate that freestyle up, it was like she said it was 10 years ago. Because she got like all the videos, and she was the first one that went and put. I'm waiting on Angela to tell me did she like her surprise.
Angela, did you like your surprise?
Out for here, girl.
Angela, she wants you to tell her if you like your surprise.
I know she got it.
Okay, well, listen, this episode is going to be brought to you and it's going to be dedicated to D Bando. Shout out to nephew.
Right.
So
y'all stream his music. He had 2 kids he left behind. Y'all stream his music for them babies because they not going to understand. I think his son was about under 5. And his daughter was probably 8. They were babies. They were babies. That's gonna be the hardest thing Saturday.
Girl, Angela is telling everybody that she loved him and ain't answer your question yet. I don't think she got it. Angela ain't left out the house yet.
She did get it. Oh, okay. You know what? I don't know. She might not have got it. Well, let me be quiet.
She might.
Well, when you get your surprise, tell me in the comments because she sure ain't answered me.
Let me know if you got it, and then I'll tell her.
I had a number, but remember it was the wrong one. I never did. You gave me right, but I don't think I saved it.
I'm glad you did because it was wrong.
We could get off of here. I'm gonna eat the rest of my cookies.
Bye, y'all. Okay, because I'm hungry. My legs hurt. Y'all, my legs look.
Good night, y'all. And don't forget, the biggest lie ever told is you have time.
Yes, come back next week on the Almond Brown 09, honey, and we'll be back next week for episode 2. Make sure y'all email us. She said, surprise, girl. She don't know what you're talking about. Told you she ain't been out of the house.
Oh, never mind. You'll get it.
No, you done ruined it. Bye, girl.
You don't know what it is.
Bye, y'all. We love y'all. And happy birthday. Happy belated birthday to Jada. Her birthday was 2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago. Happy belated birthday and happy early birthday, Miss Terry.
Yes, happy early birthday and happy belated birthday to Jada. She turned the big 40, so y'all go on over there to her channel on her community wall and give her a big happy belated birthday. But I love y'all. We'll talk to y'all later, honey. Bye, y'all.
All right, good night.
Outro.